Okay, now that I've done 3 laps up and down the stairs to grab everything I need, I'm a little winded. Hi, friends. Oh my gosh. How's the volume on that? Good. Maybe a little quiet. Yeah, a little quiet. Let's make it a little louder. Too loud? No, that should be okay. Let me know if that's too loud or too quiet. Chicken butt, Cloud. Good morning. Hello, Toasty. Hello, JT. Hello, Mandy.
Thanks to it, Serena_Diathon.
Oh my gosh, it's a resub.
It's been so long already.
It has been so long already. Thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for the gift. What was that, from Serena? No, that's just from you. Wait, no, it is from Serena. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Serena. Hello, Mew. Hello, Cloud. Hello, Mandy. Who else I miss? Hi, Ice Spark. I think I got everybody. Green Hero. Oh, I'm good. Got your first pop socket. You know, I was not for it, but now they have these like magnetic ones where you can get like a magnetic backer to your phone so that you can like get rid of the pop socket when you want. Because I like to use those wireless chargers, but I don't know if the magnet would like get rid of the, you know, I don't know. I kind of want one though, because like when I'm watching videos like this, I use my pinky to like prop up my phone with both my hands, and it gets kind of uncomfortable. And so I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do about it. I wish that there was one that I could just like take on and off super easily without having to like take off my whole case. I don't know. I suppose I could just get a second case that has a pop socket. Feels like a lot of work. I am a creature of convenience. I really am. I got too much of my life to spend time doing shit I don't need to do. Remembering things I don't need to remember.
Anta baka?
Yeah, I know. It's a baka life for me. I just have to, hold on. Give me a 3-monther. Woo! Aw, that's sweet. Thanks, Serena. Literally doing that right now. Pinky out. Yeah! They do come off super easy. Okay. See, yeah, I don't know. Definitely kind of want something where it's like removable. Bought a phone case with a built-in ring on the back. Yeah, I've seen those. It's actually a problem with people and their hands now because people are starting to have tendinitis and other issues in their pinkies from holding their phone up that way. Yeah. They have an alignment thing that you line up to remove the pop part, and it still wirelessly charges. Maybe I should look into that. Oh, no, my other lamp on. Do I need my other lamp? Maybe not right now. It kind of brightens everything up. Is it necessary, though? Yeah, sure, why not? Forgot a lamp! Well, Tom's having a midlife crisis over her phone. I'm gonna make burgers. Oh, burgers. I had a fire burger after stream on Sunday. It was called the Soul Burger. It had kimchi on it. It had cucumbers on it. It had lettuce on it. It had some type of mayo. I think it was like a... couldn't have been a spicy mayo because it wasn't spicy. I don't know. I'd have to look at the menu. It was delicious. And their french fries are really good, but they are quite a bit peppery. And I like a peppery flavor, not like excessively, but they have like just the right amount. But if you're not a peppery person, don't go there and get their fries, even though you have no idea where I'm talking about, but don't do it. You're welcome. I'm here to help. The dent in my pinky. Oh yeah, this one. I mean, this one's a little more raised. I have like a little bit of a callus. Well, because like also I take a lot of videos. So I'm like, would it be good for me to, instead of having to do this, you know, like have like a pop socket for videos, you know, given I have the camera now, but there are definitely still going to be times where I'm going to be using my phone, you know, like for like the Tic Tacs and stuff like that. Like it'll be easier if it's on my phone. Hi. Can't remember if I called you Sir or Joker Knight before. Sir Joker? Sir JK? Can I call you Sir JK? I can't guarantee I'll remember that next time, but. What a coincidence. I'm making burgers for dinner tonight. Yum! Funny part is, even with the pop socket, I still use my pinky. But I need to break. Yeah, I've been trying to hold with my left hand more, like when I do things, so that it's not putting so much strain on the money maker. People did call me as SJK. I want to call you Sir JK. It's so cute. When smartphones became a thing, the pinky dent was just unpredictable fate. It's funny. Also, I think you would love my pop socket as a sleepy frog under a mushroom. Aww, that's so cute. Also, I already had it in my cart. Let's be real. What are pinkies really good for besides, I mean, helping me hold my pencil, balance of my hand. I need it. I need the pinky. It's important. Okay. Today is Conprep Day. Woo! Now, I still don't know if I'm going to get into this show, but we're going to manifest good things. I am going to get in. There will be a table available, and I will have a stellar weekend. Yeah. Positivity. I said that weird. I've been kind of running around like a crazy person the last few days. So before I dive into today, one little update thing. I was talking about the shirts before, and I'm going to talk about them again really briefly. So the long sleeve shirts, I've been doing a lot of research. I've been putting a lot of thought into it. I think I'm going to put them on a tote, and I may put them on a short sleeve, but if I do a short sleeve, I probably won't do a sleeve design. So the downside to the sleeve designs is they're super cute, right? But they're like $6 more per sleeve. So it like changes a lot of my profit margins, and I don't want like, cause I don't have like a ton of shirts, right? I don't want to be like, oh, this t-shirt is 35, this t-shirt is 40, and this long sleeve is 45, but this long sleeve is 50. I want it to be like a really solid price point. My stuff isn't like Lolita. I don't have like a lot of things that are individually priced. I really try to keep my pricing as simple as possible. So that's the problem with it. If you lose your pinky, you lose a lot of grip strength. That's true. Crazy? No! Cloud! I will time you out. You will go to the corner. I will put you in the corner. I will put baby in the corner. I've yet to purchase a pop socket. I haven't found the right one yet. That's fair. See, I kind of want to make one. And then have it be mine. Even if it's just a sample. Even if it's just for me. They have Pokemon ones. Challenge accepted. I believe in you. You are a rock star. Wait, who do you believe in? Me or Mandy? I have a Snorlax one. Oh, that'd be cute. I'd have a Snorlax one. Yes. Snorlax stuff is so cute. Snorlax art. Okay, so the long sleeves. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me boot up my Clip Studio Paint, because I'm going to need to do some stuff on there anyway today. Like, we are going to be doing, like, cutting and printing and things. I'm going to get something going on the printer, but I do have some actual, like, design work that I need to do for the table. I need to update the menu or figure out what I'm doing with the menu. I'm going to be stickering all the backs of my prints, which I'll talk about once I get to that point. Yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Aw, Nidoking! That'd be cute. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. That's like the one Pokemon noise I feel like I do rather well. Like, Bulbasaur. Bulba. I love Bulbasaur. It's so cute. It's a little plant. It's a little plant. Me? Aw, thanks. And your con getting, ew. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, also, new post on the socials. I posted the try piece that I was like really proud of. So please, if you give it any engagement, I really appreciate it. Any like anything really helps boost me in everything, especially like on Blue Sky, because Blue Sky doesn't technically have an algorithm. So like anytime it gets interacted with, it like boosts it on there. Like basically just like the most recent. Forgot where I was going. So there's this. Let me copy that. Burrito, hi. We've got, check out the cute new art. And then, do I have a mod who can pin this for me? Plant boy. I also believe in Mandy. That's fair. Believe in us both. No, I'm on mobile. Okay, let me see if I can do it. Let me see if it'll let me today. Let's find out. Did it let me? Oh, yay. Okay. I got it. We're good. Okay, so that's done. So the shirts I'm talking about, because I want to talk about something with you guys, just as like kind of spitballing. Spitball. Copy image. There we go. So, sorry, I had a place where it was really nice and organized. You know, I probably could have done that a lot easier. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You applied to NebraskaCon? Me too! Hopefully we both get in. Pause! Hi, baby! Guys, answering the question, like, what sets me apart as an artist was such a struggle. And so many of the people I asked were like, it's your personality. And I'm like, I love that, but that's really, like I was saying before on Friday, it's like, or Sunday, like putting like, oh, like I have a vibe, or like, oh, people just really like me. Just, I'm great, actually. That's what sets me apart from other artists. People like me. Popular. You're gonna be popular. So yeah. Something so fucking conceited. Anyway, this shirt design, I've mentioned before, I've hit a little snag. Really glad I've got my little mottos I can use for the question. Girl, you gotta tell me what you say. I kind of narrowed it down. I need to sit down and like, I need to like build a proper business model. I need to like clarify my mission statement, because I looked back on it recently and I'm kind of on the fence on what it was. I think it was like bringing cute art that brings delight or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know if I like the word delight anymore. Delight almost makes me think like food. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll get there. I'm just really cool and you should pick me. Hi guys, you should pick me because I'll do great with the power of friendship. We'll defeat all the bad guys. This shirt design, I got some samples from my typical manufacturer, which is just Printful. It's a print-on-demand service. But the way that it showed on the sleeve, so like I want like a full sleeve design, okay? So this is actually a 3/4 length, but pretend, because this is a unisex and apparently men have bigger arms than me, because this is supposed to be here. Doesn't matter. It's a long sleeve on me. So I wanted the sleeve design to go all the way down, okay? But on the sample, like the preview, it only showed it to go to like here. Now, I want to see what it looks like before I make any final decisions, but there's a really good possibility that I am going to, ooh, fun. That I am going to need to get this made locally so that I can work with an actual printer and like get samples more easily. Because quite frankly, doing it online, I have to order like thus far, I've only found places that I have to do like a really big minimum order quantity. Or it's the same thing where either like I can't print on the sleeve, or it's a very limited area because it's all like pre-laid out as like a template. So I'm thinking I might try to just get it printed, but I thought that maybe it'd be a fair bit cheaper doing it like locally. Foolish of me. It's about the same price. Like, the minimum order quantity would kind of change it a little. Like, if I had a ton of interest, then maybe it'd be a little lower cost per shirt. But, like, for those of you just starting out with art, please don't jump into apparel. Please don't jump into apparel. I've been doing conventions, or I've been doing the art stuff for like 5 years, I believe this year, 5 or 6 years. Although like a couple of those years were like, I was just dipping my toes in. So I feel like I've been realistically doing this like hardcore for about 3 to 4 years. Beyond like Twitch, just like conventions, creating more apparel, more art and stuff like that. Really seriously, like devoting like the majority of my time to the business. I think I might want to print these myself. But it's a pretty big upfront cost. I would probably need $1,500 to $2,000 to get it started, to get a decent number of inventory starting out. And that's not even that much, you guys, for the record. That's like under 100. That's like under 100, okay? So, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to get my samples from my normal person. I might get some samples made locally and just kind of like see how they look. It is a lot of money, but what my thoughts are is I'm thinking about doing kind of effectively like my own Kickstarter. So it wouldn't be through Kickstarter. It would be me building a crowdfunding option that would approximately have like a 6-month lifespan. And if it didn't get funded in a 6 months lifespan, if you like pre-ordered it or whatever, then you would get your money back. But I would be offering, I'm thinking about maybe turning like the sleeve designs into like a lanyard, making a sticker of the front design, something where if you pre-ordered it, you'd get some bonus goodies as well. And then if it got fully funded within 6 months, then you guys would have a shirt, and I would send it out to you. So I thought maybe we could do like a fundraiser crowdfund type thing here where it's like, if you aren't interested in the pre-order, you could just like tip towards the goal, or you could actually pre-order the item. Or potentially even offering like maybe the lanyards as a pre-order item as well. But I'm trying to figure out the logistics of all of it. And like I said, I need to get like samples and stuff made before I sit down on it. I don't want to have to go through Kickstarter. There's a ton of fees that also come with Kickstarter. So I'd actually need more than what I just quoted you guys. If I went through Kickstarter, because like Kickstarter takes a portion. If I go through BackerKit, they take a portion. There's processing peas. Lots of delicious green processing peas. Ugh. Eat your greens, guys. There's lots of fees and stuff that come with using a service like that. So I feel like we have like kind of enough of a community where I could potentially crowdfund it myself. 75%. I think that's the highest I've seen so far. Crowdfunding is actually nicer than Kickstarter because then like the fees. Exactly. The fees. It's astronomical. Like I would probably need to add at least another $500 just to cover all of the potential fees if I did it the other way. You know what I mean? So, and the perk of doing it locally, if I print it like myself, like crowdfund the whole thing, is that I'm not paying to have it shipped to me. I just go pick it up, which means then the only like shipping fees I have to worry about are shipping it to you. Or I guess like the lanyards too, technically, but like it's fine. I can handle that. I can bundle that with other product that I'm already going to be getting. It'll be okay. Because I'm thinking about making the lanyards either way for like cons, just because like I want to kind of try and see how the monochromatic design does on a lanyard. Way more upfront, everything. Plus, we see way more stuff for like plushies and clothing, more on crowdfund than Kickstarter. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think Kickstarter is great. I think that if when I ever do the zipper hoodies and stuff, I will have to do a Kickstarter because those are going to be a lot more expensive and I'm going to need like more eyes and stuff on it. Based on what I've learned about these, yeah, it's going to be at least like double the price for the zipper hoodies. So I'll need something that kind of organically has ways to like get eyes on it. But I think that like within our community and within, like, just within our community and with the people that enjoy the apparel, I think that we could, if we push it enough, if this just is like our primary focus and I'm going to be like doing conventions and stuff anyway, then we just like focus on that for a bit. Yeah, it's a 7 TV. More upfront and everything. See way more stuff. Oh, I read that. Okay. Disabled the plugin. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Because I am thinking about just making it a t-shirt as well. But if I do the t-shirt, it's probably not going to have anything on the sleeves. Because even just putting like the bow on the sleeves is an extra $6. If I did it that way, it would be like an online exclusive, but then I would have like a non-bow version and a bow version, and that just seems like a lot. Just seems like a lot, you know? I don't want people to come onto the website and like be confused, like, oh, why is this shirt $10 more than this shirt, you know? Like, most of the time I'm okay with just, like, eating some of those additional costs for, like, the sleeve. Like, the Tamagi shirt, you know, has the egg on the sleeve. I feel like that's just such a cute little accent. I feel like it's totally worth it. But with this design, I really feel like both sleeves is ideal. Idea for everyone who wants a bow, they have to pay $10 and they get an actual bow made by Stealth with fabric. If Stealth knew how to make bows, we'd go buy like a big set of bows from Joann's and just like sew them on. I'd teach Stealth how to sew. Actually, Minnie would probably do it. It's gonna be a shitty bow, but be one of a kind. He can learn. We can teach him. But yeah. So I think that might be something that we're kind of like focusing on. I don't know. It's going to take me a little bit of time to figure it all out, get the samples and everything like that. I will keep you guys in the know. I'll probably be talking about this a lot to make sure that like kind of everybody in our community gets to hear about it. Maybe I'll make like an announcement on Discord just as like an interest check. Now, I know that like the internet is only so reliable based on feedback, but I think it would still be good to know like if people actually are interested in it. But I think I'm going to get the samples either way, because if I can get a sample, then, and I need to message all the people that I am basically kind of interested in to get the sample. But if I can get a couple samples and just kind of see how it looks. I wonder if they do samples. I hope they do samples. It would be ideal. I feel like companies have to do samples, right? It doesn't matter. I will figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know. And then maybe once we see it, we can like get more of like an interest check. Like once I have a physical product like in my hand that like I can put on someone and be like, model for me, or model it myself. Come on to stream and be like, guys, you want this? You want it? How bad? How bad? Okay. So anyway, moving on. I'm going to start with working on, I would model for you. I would love that, actually. You're so adorable. And you take, like, the best photos. Like, guys, I don't know if you know Paws, but Paws does, like, the cutest little, like, knit hats. Oh, wait, is that? There's so much shit on, hold on. I'll just grab the whole head. I don't even take the hat off. I'll just grab the whole I don't remember what Minnie named this, but this is my little head model. Let me take off the headband at least. Oh, and everything falls. This is Paw's hat. It sits on my little head model. She does these super cute little crocheted pieces. She also does like paw gloves, which I have. I think that's in my convention bag. Or is it in here? No, they are in here. Okay. She also does little paw gloves. But she takes like the cutest pictures. Just a singular picture. One cute picture. Look at how cute these are. Okay, where's my... Uh-oh. Oh no, did I put it in the wrong folder? Where would that be? Is that in various? Oh no. I thought I put it in my... Oh, wait, actually, hold the phone. I think I know exactly where I put it. Branding. Table things. Yeah. We found it. Yes, we did. Okay, that's what I'm working on. I love head. Aren't they cute? They keep my hands warm in the winter, or at Artist Alley when it gets freezing cold. These are like a really cute thing that I can just like throw on and be like, look, I'm cute and warm. Fashionable and warm. So head. Yes. I'd be down to model. Hell yeah. Dude, I would love to have some male models. Seriously. I'd be down. I'd be so down. But yeah, so my really cool sunglasses, guys. Wow, this makes everything so pink. Rose-colored glasses at its finest. Stealth can be your model. Sometimes he does. Sewing bows onto sleeves. When we do the hoodies, we're probably already going to have to be like attaching star charms to all of the zippers. So I would buy a B one in a heartbeat if you had any. Oh, that'd be cute. But why male models? Just because I feel like it would be good for people to see my work on more than just females. Like my audience for my apparel, I feel like is more female geared, but I am a big advocate of like, I feel like men's fashion needs to be more widespread and be more like kind of beloved other than just like, I wear shirt plain. And so I'd love to see guys in my apparel too and be able to, oh, sorry, I didn't hear it in the Ben Stiller voice. I'm pretty sure that's his line. I didn't hear it in that voice. So, I mean, I could only understand so much. This is giving me an instantaneous headache. Give me a second. I need to like just close my eyes and let them like reevaluate. That was awful. Poor choices. Poor choices. Ooh, disoriented. If I pass out, don't worry about it. If I pass out, someone contact my husband. I would definitely do model and apparel. Yes. See, and that's another thing is like, it'd be great. I've been told to like just have people like send stuff out to people and also to like influencers, just message them and be like, hey, if I sent you a shirt, would you take some cute photos in it and let me use those? Oh my God, Mecca would be an adorable model. Yes, please use the super cute Snapchat filters. But thank you for good answer. I love you. I wear shirt graphic tee. I mean, I guess technically these are graphic long sleeves, but whatever. I could style my hair with it too. That'd be so cute. Do you still have colored hair? That'd be fun. So the reason we're doing these, so these are technically like the address labels or whatever. I got no meat, but I get up again. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. They're technically like the address stickers, but what they're gonna do is, where's all my little prints? Oh, right. I'm looking at them. If it were a snake, guys, I would be dead. Also, look at this cute new bin I got from Michael's the last time I was there. I've been looking for a good bin for my mini prints because I want to be able to stand them up like I do with my big prints, but they're small. So I found this, and then we can just like, instead of having them all laying like in a pile or like in that other thing, we're going to organize them alphabetically, and we back them all with like a cardboard backing so that when we're at the show, we can just stand them up like this and then just kind of thumb through them really easily. And it has room for like growth. So if I get a bunch more prints, they'll go here. Oh, shoot. Before I do these labels, I should get the printer going and warming up. Good morning. So, I should probably do large prints first because they take the longest. So we need to reformat the Ellie Marie print. The Tri print's already been reformatted, so that's done. But I plan on making these label stickers, and then I'm going to put them on the back of my prints. So you know how when you get a print at an artist alley and you think, oh, I'm definitely going to remember them. And then you go home. And then you go home and you unload your haul and you're trying to tag people as you take photos or think about it and be like, oh yeah, oh wait, oh which artist was this? I swear I remember them. Remember that? Yeah, you know that? Oh shoot. Hey, I think this might be my internet provider. Please hold. Okay, that was my ISP. I do have a story about that. But let me finish one thought at a time here. So when you forget where you get a print, right? I want to have a sticker. My mic is back on, right? You guys can hear me? Yes? Microphone? Where are you? There you are. Okay. So when you get a print, I'm going to have my name and my QR code. I think I'm going to write like find me on socials or something, or like or like art done by AtomicKawaii, or maybe I should just put my name. I don't know. I'm overthinking it immediately. Love that for me. But I want to have something on the back where it's like when you buy the print, you can be like, oh, this is where they are. Click, gonna follow them immediately, or click, gonna tag them immediately, because it is so easy to just like lose all the information, lose the business card. I had a bad habit of like, I would keep everything organized for like the first half of the day when I would shop. And then I would just start putting everything in like one sleeve or one bag. And like, same with business cards, like, oh, write the business card. Bloop, I'll remember who that was. Later, I'm like, this business card has no art on it. I have no idea where I got this. Or I'd be grabbing just business cards, even if I didn't buy anything. And I'd be like, wait, was it this person or this person? So I saw that my friend Allie, she does a stamp, which I wanted to do because it's a lot more eco-friendly, right? It doesn't create waste. I don't have to print anything. I just like, bloop, bloop, little stamp. But the type of paper I use is only absorbent on one side. So the only side that absorbs is the front side. The back side doesn't. I did a test with some paper where I stamped it and I left it for the entire weekend. And when I came home, I could still rub it. So that sounded dirty. Anyway, so I'm going to do stickers instead. It's not ideal, but it's, I think, the best option. And I think like giving people the opportunity to find me super easily is really valuable. Now, I won't be doing this on my stickers or anything, but I am trying to like increase my branding. And I feel like people care a little bit less about following the artists on stickers. Plus, I want to see if my stamp will work on the sticker backs, because if I can just stamp my sticker backs, then that's way easier. So I haven't done that test yet, which maybe I should, but then I'd still need to order the stamp and all of that. But, oh, there's a hair. So we're going to get to printing. We're going to design these little bad boys. I'm going to stop overthinking it and figure out a good, clear, and concise way. And then I also want to leave a little, I think I'm going to have a few that I leave some space, or that say like original art by, or like original character by. And then I'll have like, anytime I do like a draw this in your style, or I do fan art of like a VTuber or something. I'd have to figure out how to word that. Not original art by, but character owned by blank, maybe. This character belongs to like a thing that you would write on the tag of your shirt at camp. Sticker backs are typically uncoded, so I bet it would work fine. Yeah, probably. I was just thinking that too. I was like, because I guess like in my head I was only thinking about my prints, but you know, it's like I could definitely stamp the sticker backs. So I might do that at least with like a QR. Maybe just like a little AtomicKawaii QR. Tried stamping the back of one of my stickers from Sticker Blitz. It did not work. Smudge. Oh no. Okay, I'll have to do some tests because I do Sticker Blitz and then I do like Sticker Mule when it has deals. I want to try a few others too, but I just haven't. Honestly, I've been way more focused on apparel this year. I feel like the more I do this business, the more I really want to do stuff with apparel. Like, I want to make shirts. I want to make totes. I love doing lanyards. And don't get me wrong, stickers are really fun too. I think chibis make like fantastic stickers, fantastic charms, but I'm very pro just putting my username in the front of the sticker design, though, since the backs get thrown away generally. Yeah, see, I feel like putting my name on things sometimes just really throws off the balance of it. I'm trying to be better about just like being more bold about doing that anyway. All right, so let's start with the try print, which that was a whole adventure resizing that because I didn't do it in either one of my print sizes. So that was fun. Okay, so there's this. Let's make sure all the settings are correct. Do a sample one first. Okay, so we need to do 11 by 17. We need to do glossy photo paper because I don't have the other option available at the size. Rear tray, yes. Borderless, yes. The tray is closed, yes. Yes. All right, so let's, I normally sneak my signature like into my art like really tiny so that it'd be really, really hard to like watermark out or just like remove, but I don't know. You know how like Disney sneaks like the Mickeys into things? I sneak my name into things. I just like add it into the whole design. Like the Tri piece that I'm printing now. Making sure it's working. Noom, noom, noom. Let me go get it. Open. Like, I've got my signature. Wait out here. Wait out here. So it'd be like, I don't feel like people trying to steal my art would find it. So then I'd be like, haha, it's there. And they'd be like, I know. There it is. Right? Magnifying glass. Okay, so maybe we just, I don't like this font. I was trying to play with some fonts. I found a font I really like called Deco. But I don't think it's here. I wonder if it's a Google font. Let me check really quick. Oh, so, while I'm kind of diving into this, let me tell you about my ISP. So yesterday I took the leap and I called my ISP. Oh no, am I that low on Photo Magenta? Please tell me I have another one. I have another one coming tomorrow, so it's not like the end of the world, but I can't print anything. Okay, I have one more. Crisis averted. Oh, I only have one more photo cyan. I thought I had a billion photo cyan. Do I still have a box back here? I do. Okay, we're fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's pull out that. What else am I low on? Regular cyan. Light gray. Regular magenta. The other ones will probably be fine for a little bit. Oh, I need to pull out a magenta. Magenta! So, what? Are you mad already? God damn it. It's like, actually you're out of all of these. Of course you are. Of course you are. So I called my ISP yesterday. And I felt kind of bad. I felt bad because I wrote in my note, because like I request a callback, right? Through their little app or whatever. Yes, I see you being angry. Photo magenta, empty. Light gray, empty. Cyan, empty. I have a hard time believing you, but whatever. Is this regular magenta? Oh my god. I have to order a whole new pack soon. Okay. So, these are expensive. This is $122 right here. And of course, I only go through certain colors more than others. I always use like triple the photo magenta and like double the photo cyan because they're pastel-y. So, but this is a great printer. It is. Back to my ISP. I called them, or I put on the notes to call me back. I wrote, you guys never read these messages, but I have an ongoing issue, so I really need to speak with a supervisor. Because in the past, they never read my messages. They don't. I wasn't trying to be an asshole, but I was feeling cheeky. And so I wrote that. And so the guy calls me, right? The guy calls me and he's like, hi there. I'm like, hi, I honestly just need to speak to a supervisor. Like, he's like, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I read your message and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Normally people don't. My bad. God damn it. The one time these bitches read my message. Of course. Okay, there it is. And so he's like, okay, let me get you over to them. So he sends me over to a supervisor, right? Yes, I know that there is a notice about my printer. Thank you, computer. I'm working on it. My hands can only open so fast. Okay. Are you happy now? Konnichiwa! Maddie, hi, how are you? The guy. The dude, the bro. Oh my god. Trash everywhere. My little ooh-woo. Man, I think Mandy gave me this sticker. And it's my little trash can sticker. It's happy that it's being fed. So the spine clinic, how was it? 67%. I think 75 is our highest so far. If you want to check your egg status, guys, hit exclamation point egg. So forwards me to this gal who I historically have not had great experiences with females through this. You know, I'm actually going to open the top of my trash can because I'm going to be using it a lot today. Oh my god, it already needs to be emptied! Ah! So, I was a little bit nervous when it was a female, but she was very nice. And, holy shit, Mew. Alright, well, Mew wins. I think we've seen 100% one other time. One other time, right? Crazy. That's wild. Mew wins. Sorry. Big hugs. 0 brains. Only scrambled eggs. Only eggs. So I'm talking to her and I'm just like, hey, yeah, I've just been having intermittency issues. Like I've had texts out. They did this. They did that. They replaced my line. They replaced my tap. They did this. I start going through all the things. I'm like, you guys have sent like half a dozen texts out here, blah, blah, blah. And,
we're all just eggs, okay?
and she's like, oh, yeah, oh, okay, let me just give me, she's like, wow, this has been going on a while. Let me just give me a minute to like read the notes. She was actually like really nice.
Everything is eggs.
And so she's reading the notes.
Everything has an outer.
And then she goes, oh my god, I've only gotten to January, but this has been like happening for like a really long time. I'm like,
thank you.
Yeah. It's been a minute. It's been a little while. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I am going to, I have a gal who's just like super brain smart about all this stuff. I'm going to have her like look at all of your things and we're going to get to the bottom of this. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, if you had somebody who could do that all along, why didn't we just do this? Maybe not the first time that I had the issue, but maybe like the 4th time, the 6th time. But then when I was talking to Stealth about it, he was like, well, maybe they have teams. Like, you're probably not even talking to a home office. It's a call center. Like, he's like, maybe the other teams just didn't have that person or didn't know what to do. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm standing because I'm, like, getting this ink stuff taken care of really quick. I'm going to leave that one out because I think I'm going to need it. But, inexcusable amount of time is right. Gotta drive home. BRB, be safe. BRB safe. Oh, that's cute. BRB safe. I like that, actually. So, well, that prints takes its sweet time. In before, were there too many open connections that were causing ping pong issues? Yeah, pretty much. By the way, I tried a new hair thing today that I saw online, and I kind of love it. It's like a little twisty. You just twist your hair away from your face, like 2 strands or however many strands, and then you like put it in your mouth, and you put a little hair tie, and then you just release it, and it twirls. And I sort of love it. So, anyway, cute. You're cute. I was so frustrated with like this whole situation, but she puts me on hold. So she is checking with this other lady who's apparently like brilliant, right? And so she's running all these tests. She like updates my modem and stuff. So like, I really hope that they aren't trying to do anything today while I'm streaming. But she's checking all these things. And so this gal is like kind of being like the telephone between me and this other person. They didn't transfer me to the other person. They just like, they were talking to the other person while they kept me on hold. And so like between like that communication, the call was, anybody want to take a guess how long I was on that call? Anybody want to take a guess? It's a wild stab. 3 hours? No, less. 2 hours? Less. Okay, maybe I'm being dramatic. It was about an hour. It was about an hour. 5 minutes. Because the next problem, old house ran Xfinity saying it's not them or their gear. They sent a new tech out, and he was like, so it turns out you guys had like 7 open connections, lipping back into each other, cap them off. Yeah. Well, okay, they have sent so many texts here. So many texts here. Senior texts, they replaced my line, they replaced the tap. They looked at my modem multiple times, and they're like, because it, like, the first, like, what was it? Like 3 or 4 texts were like, it might be your modem because you're not using our stuff. And I'm like, it's not my modem. No. And they were like, might be. And I was like, it's not. And they were like, you sure? It's like, pretty sure. They're like, but it might be. I'm like, no, it's not my fucking modem. I got a top of the line Nighthawk modem. So then finally a guy comes by, I think tech number 4 or 5, and he's like, so it's not your modem. And I was like, wow, amazing. Imagine. That's so shocking. Looks pretty good. I feel like the colors are a little desaturated, actually. I think I'm going to enhance the saturation on that a little bit. You don't say, right? So this just went on and on and on. On and on, my friend. Sorry, guys. I'm like multitasking. I know I'm kind of repeating the same parts of the story because I'm trying to do all the things all at once. Tonal correction. Saturation. Let's bump up that saturation a little bit. Oh my. Well, let's see how that looks. And if I don't like it, I will just undo it. Let's do a print with that and see how that looks. So big shock, much wow, right? Same settings, yes. Sorry, I have to like pay, like, I used to be so good at multitasking. The older I get, I feel like the worse I get at multitasking. I have to like make sure I'm paying attention to each step so that I'm not clicking the wrong button and wasting my materials because it's expensive. They said it was fine, nothing but the modem. Give us the business one. Through fiber. 4th dude comes out. Not your modem. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Cloud, for sure. Hi, Mooney. How are you? Oh, thank you for pats. So they did a bunch of tests recently, right? And so she's like, well, it doesn't seem to be like anything on your end, like within your thing. She's like, I think it's a neighborhood issue. And I'm like, yeah, I thought so too. Thought that it might be something outside of me, like I've mentioned. Cause like we have a preschool right behind us, / like daycare. We have a school up the street. So like if they are for some reason pulling resources that's like throttling our area or backlogging us, like most people aren't going to notice because it's only my upload speeds. And it's not even that I don't have the speeds. I'm not really hitting the speeds I should be getting, but I am having consistency issues. You guys have seen it. I'll be streaming and then all of a sudden, like, it'll just be like, bloop, gone, you know? Like, I'll just disappear out of nowhere. And so with that in mind, I was like, okay, like, what if it's just like somebody utilizing too much of the bandwidth and then I'm not getting the speeds that I need, or it's just causing me to hiccup, right? Because my ping is always really high on the upload. So I'm going to stop yabbering on about all the details of it. Essentially, she determined that she thinks that it's a neighborhood issue, right? And while we're talking, she's like, by the way, I just want you to know that we're going to credit you for 3 weeks of March, and you already have a credit on your account. So pretty much all of March is going to be covered. You probably won't even have a bill, if any, like maybe a small one. And cause like, please keep in mind, guys, I pay $130 a month for my internet. And sadly, I don't have anything really comparable yet. Exactly, Mandy. And I also asked because they were like, my current ISP was like, oh, we're doing fiber soon. So you're going to have fiber. And I was like, sweet. So I asked the other ISP that I was doing all the research with, I was like, are you guys going to do fiber? And they're like, probably not for your area. We're only doing up and coming areas. And I'm like, I'll just go fuck myself. Cool. So, Christ. I need to put my slime rancher away. Oh, there's something in my eye. So, sorry. Who do you have now? Mediacom. So they told me that they were just going to go ahead and credit me, which I was like, thank you. Thank you for not making me beg for a credit. Because in the past, when I've called them and been like, I'm having these issues, they're like, well, it says that it got fixed. I don't know what you expect me to do. And to the point where, like, when I called somebody being upset, I was like, I expect in some way to be compensated. I don't mind paying for service that I'm getting. But when I'm paying for a service that I'm not getting, especially as a small business, I am not okay with that. And the dude was like, well, what do you expect? How much do you expect? How much do you expect us to credit you? And I'm just like, what kind of question is that? What kind of customer service is that? Like, I understand I was coming in a little hot, but it just felt like a really, really rude way to handle that. Okay, let me look at the difference here. Can you guys even see the difference? Not really. I do like this one a little better because, like, the skin saturation on this one here is a little bit more pink, and the blues are a little bit more blue, so. I feel like it almost needs to be a little warmer overall, but I think I'm gonna leave it alone. Well, do I want to leave it alone? Yes, I want to leave it alone. I want to leave it alone. Well, actually, hold on. One last thing. Edit. Tonal correct. Color balance. There we go. So if we increase the cyan a little, what does that look like? Oh, okay. Cyan, that's the other way. Red. A little bit more on the red. Maybe a little bit more on the magenta. And then a little blue. Okay. This is the last edit I'm going to do. Oh, shoot. Actually, hold on. That's really subtle. Is that even going to matter? Oh, that's so subtle. Okay, I am going to do it, but I need to actually make a correction layer because if I'm going to apply this to the other piece, I need to do that. And I remember the saturation was only up 5, so that's easy enough to remember. But the color balance, like, since I'm doing all of them. So I wanted that at 10. I want that at 10. I want magenta. I want magenta at -10. Or no, 10. No, that's, yeah, -10. There we go. And then I want blue to be at 8. Yeah, we'll do 8. Okay, so we'll keep that. We'll save it. Let's just save this way. Everything, bitch. Hi, Zen. My mom works at Mediacom, so she can always come do some special things to help us when we have issues. Oh, that's great. We go through IMON. I like IMON, but they only offer at the highest speeds for my area 300 down and 30 up. And right now I'm getting 1,000 down and 60 up. And unfortunately, like, saying, like, oh, you get 30 upload, that is plenty to stream with, but that just means that that is the maximum amount that you could get. So it's like, it's plausible, but I just don't know. Dad!
This is a special reminder. Only you can prevent wrong layers.
You're right. Only I can prevent wrong layers. Thank you so much, babe. Thank you for the 100 biddies. What the heck? So much love. Okay, I need to print that. I'm slipping out of my chair. Okay, I need to zone in and finish the story. So, yeah, if you only have the potential for 30 up, that doesn't mean I'm always going to get 30 up. So I'm unsure. And then also since it's not fiber, because like when I was considering switching to Imon, I was like, well, if they have fiber is a completely different line type than what I'm currently using. So that could resolve my current issues just in itself, because then I won't have to worry about bottlenecking and things like that. But they don't offer fiber here. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm still on the fence about it, but until I get this main issue resolved, I am not even fucking with it. So she offers me the 3 weeks, which I was like, that is so kind. Thank you for not making me like beg or have to like insist on getting compensated. And then she was like, yeah, we're gonna send like a maintenance tech out to your area. And then like I will keep in touch with you every step of the way as things go. Also, Mediacom has notoriously not called me back at all. I think I've gotten one call back in the entire time that I've been going through this issue, when they said that they would call me back. And technically I did have to follow up and call them first. So I don't know if they called me back because I called them. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, if I haven't heard from you in like a week, should I like reach out? And she was like, oh, no. I plan on having this resolved ideally by tomorrow. I can't send texts out today because they're already on the road, but we are going to get this fixed for you. We are going to get this figured out. We are going to get it fixed. And I'm like, and she's like, and it's for your area, so you don't have to worry about being home. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. And I will call you and let you know what's going on. And I'm like, okay, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. I would love that. If that happens, that would be ideal. So I like thank her very much. And like, she was just so fucking nice. I cannot express like the level of like quality customer service that she gave me was amazing. Like, if this ends up getting resolved, I'm probably going to like sit down and write a letter to the company and being like, your employee blank needs a raise. Please give her a raise. She is literally the only person that really helped me with this entire thing. So that was her calling me back like she said she would within 24 hours. Like, okay, maybe like 25 hours, because I think I called them yesterday at like 10:30. Well, no, so maybe it is within 24 hours if you consider like the end of our phone call. So like within 24 hours to let me know what was going on, to follow up, to keep me in the know, to be like, they're going to be reaching out to you about like what they're fixing and when they're going to be coming out and da-da-da. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus fuck. It only took like 15th times the charm, I guess. They cover their ass up by saying up to whatever speed. Yeah, exactly. So that was my experience. And even though the phone call was 55 minutes, like the gal kept popping in and being like, are you still there? I'm so sorry. I'm just doing this. I just wanted you to know what was going on. Like, so informative, so sweet. Like it was great. It was a great experience. And maybe we'll finally figure out what's going on and get it fixed. 10 out of 10, indeed. Oh, I just popped my elbow so good. I don't even know if the mic caught that. Probably not. Let's see if this final copy is going to be the winner. Hold on. I'm getting messaged by my mini. What do you want? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Dang it. I didn't want to swipe away that notification. So, yeah. maybe we'll find relief on this whole situation. I know that we've been managing to do some cam streams pretty well. Just gonna knock repeatedly on the wood. I hope that if they do send texts out today that like it doesn't affect our stream time. I'm only going until 2 my time because of well, 2:30 at the latest, but around 2 just because I started a little late. Because I still have a ton of Conprep to do, and it's actually 75 degrees and Minnie has been stir crazy, so we're gonna go to a little park near us that's absolutely beautiful and just kind of like walk around and absorb some sunlight like the plants that we are. My boss has started a new project of his. This will keep him from bothering me at least. Yay! Only took a whole year or two. Literally. I'm so ready for it to be fixed, for us to not have to worry about this stuff anymore. And then it's like if I PNG tube, it's just like because I want to, not necessarily because I feel like I have to. Because, like, I still like PNG tubing, you know? It's like, it's a nice alternative if I'm not feeling good, if I run out of time, you know, whatever. Like, definitely a better alternative than being like, well, I don't have time, so I have to cancel, or I'm going to be an hour late, you know what I mean? But I want to be able to do it just when I feel like doing it, not like because I feel like if I don't do it that my stream is going to have a weird crash thing happen, you know? Okay. Final print. I can already tell that all the changes I made are super subtle, but I really like it to look the way I want it to look. Okay, it is subtle, but this one is definitely the lightest, so we're not... Can you... Oh my god. I don't think you guys can see this. My arms are in the way. Like, they're so subtle, you probably wouldn't even be able to, like, really spot the difference. Honestly, it's probably more lighting than anything. I don't know. I think I'll probably just keep the one that I edited because it does pop a little bit more. Because it also kind of, like, darkened up the lines, which wasn't even my intention. But, like, it darkened up, like, the lines up here by the hair. Yeah, you can't tell. It's fine. I like it. That's what matters. We're going to make prints. One of those can go on the print wall or something. I might give away the big light colored one. Okay, so let's do 5 copies of that. I like to start with 5 copies of things. Just because I have a pretty big portfolio and because I like to like add a lot of new designs pretty periodically. Gotta jump off, but you and Stealth stay awesome. Aw, love you guys! Tell wifey I say hello. Have a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday. Oh, thank you, Pause. That's adorable. I love that. I think the line that I ended up using for my application, I'm gonna snooze this really quick, was thanks, Boobs.
Donated
wow.
$15.
Look at you being so generous again.
Too early, going back to bed, but love waking
thank
up
you,
to
Boobs.
see you.
Thank you. Oh my god, I just got raided. Hi, guys. Hello. Welcome to my stream. If it's your first time here, hello. My name's Atomic. I'm very normal. I'm an anime artist that specializes in drawing chibis and cute girls. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream today? Nuts and boobs. Yes, a wonderful combination. Our tip bar just got filled, so. And thanking my, yeah, very normal, very normal. I'm so glad that I could help you with a good laugh. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Senior Bunrito. Oh, when did you change it to Bunrito? Is that new? 5? Oh, wait, no, 50. Wait, no, does that say 5 or 50? 51% eggs. 51% eggs, Serena. We had 100% eggs earlier. It was crazy. Grabbing and thinking is very normal. Hold on, I gotta scroll up. Where'd the shout out go? Did I lose it? Shout out! John, I saw it. I saw it come in. Did I not? There it is. You were doing art! Do you have some tasty tacks? It's been a few weeks. I think my brain was just auto-correcting it to burrito this whole time. Okay, I need to draft out my other print. We are con prepping today, guys. I am getting things printed and chatting. I'm also answering questions. So if you guys have any questions about Artist Alley, running a business, being an artist, being a content creator, you name it, within reason, please let it be somewhere centric around there. Please. The Ask Atomic Redeem is on. Can share something that's not 100% done. You are welcome to share that, or you can share something that is done, whatever you want to share. I just want to see something that you did. Where's the new camera? It's back here. I charged it up. And then here's my, like, adorable fucking Bluetooth microphones that I got. Here, look at how cute this is. It's so baby. I'm gonna, oh, I keep hitting my prints. I need like a stool. I should be using my chair today. Yes, please feel free to share a link, but look at how baby it is. I did just order a travel case and a screen protector because I realized that I don't want it to be like exposed when I'm at the con and stuff, but like it's so freaking cool. Like you can pop this up, you can flip it down. It's got like a really cute little like stand that you can like stand it up on stuff, like very carefully. Like that. I also have like it has the screw on for the tripod as well. You're doing a fan art? Fun! It is a tiny thing. I love it. I'm very excited. And then these are like, this is the softest material ever. I gotta check this out. Gotta check it out. Oh my god, this is so cute. Wait. Oh my god. Is this from Undertale? Is this Miss Muffet? Nutcase! That's my favorite Undertale song. / like gives me trauma. I mean, I love Megalovania, of course. Everyone loves Megalovania, but that's like my favorite, like non-mainstream, like she's so good. Oh my god, the spiders, all of the spider stuff was like my favorite. Is this gonna be a print? Can I buy it? Please tell me that you're making this into something. I need it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a sticker. I don't care if it's a charm. I want it all. So when it goes live, whenever you sell it, you send that link directly to me. Or just like, let me know. I'll find it. I'm good at looking for things. I will also be buying it. Yes. Freaking out. I love this. Dude, I have to show you something. It's so old, so please be kind. And it's very whip. Very whip. I keep it in my like whip area, even though it's so old, because I'm like, I'm gonna come back to it someday. I will. I have been working on, I did this sketch like probably 3 or 4 years ago. You can tell how like different my style is now, but I want to do like this with like Frisk sitting next to the onion eating the spider donut. I will send it. Thank you, Muse. Splitter Lady. This is so beautiful though. This is so beautiful. Like I'm going to put it back on the screen for a minute because like you got all of her best assets, and the way that you did the arms is so well done. The silhouette is so nice. It's hard with multi-arms to get like a nice silhouette. So that's awesome. Yeah, I want to see the old one. Wait, what did I just do with my... Okay, I don't know what I just did. Don't bump it. It's my fave. I'll try to remember. Should go buy Undertale because it's on sale. Yeah, it's like $1.99 right now, guys. If you've been wanting to get Undertale, go buy it now. A print or a sticker, I will buy both. Holy shit, Onion San. I love Onion San. Onion San and Spooter Lady is fave babies from that. Nopstablook is great too, of course. Yeah, except my mods are super fast. Whoa, this is really good too, though. I mean, I like them both. Obviously, like, I love the evolution of your style here. Like, I love the way that you use colors. Like, these pops of, like, the pink on the borders is just... I just really like that style. And I love the clean... Of course, I love clean art. I love clean line art. It looks so good. This is really cute, too, though. Like, you did really great on both of them. All the little sparkles in her eyes. Obsessed. I'm obsessed. It's 99 cents. Shit. Cheaper than going to the Dollar Tree. Go get that shit, guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing. If you do have to like boogie and get to, you know, taking care of yourself post-stream stuff, please do. Thank you so much for the raid. If you want to drop like a link tree or anything, we'll get you another permit. Be happy so that people can like find all your stuff, like your shop or whatever. Still printing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Permit. There you go. So, guys, please go follow Nutcase. They're amazing. Big love for them. If you're not already following, they're awesome. I need to make sure I am. Okay, good. I am. I thought so, but like lately I've had a couple of people where I think Twitch unfollowed me from them and I didn't know. Oh, I already have your page saved. Because I thought it was so cute last time. This is so nice. I need to jump on card. I need to leap off of my link tree and jump on card. It's just work. Everything is so much time. I was talking to Stealth about this the other day. I was like, man, it's like there's so much I want to do, but like draw, essentially. Draw, make videos, but like there's all the other things that are always like stopping me, getting in my way, you know, like shipping, like finances, like I still need to work on the website. I need to do product photos. I need to update the shop. I need to respond to emails. I need to post to socials. Posting to socials, even if you have like a feature that makes it easier, because like all of them require like different formatting and stuff, it takes like at least 30 minutes to an hour on average. Like there's all these things that numb my time that still need to be done as a business. So I can't just like sit and draw, and I want to make all the pictures.
I tried to catch the fog today. Missed.
I tried to catch the fog today. Missed. Jimmy, that's a good one. I haven't heard that one. You get a little applause. Thank you so much for the bits. What the heck? So much love today. I use both Linktree and card. Ooh, why do you use both out of curiosity? I mean, I don't think I'd get rid of my Linktree. That way, if people needed to still find me on there, like once I shift, because I have so much of my QR codes are for that, but still printing. Okay, so see, Stealth was like, I don't know if people would like this piece. I don't know if it's that interesting. I'm like, I think you're fucking wrong, because everyone loves Onion San somewhere. But I think it deterred me. Okay, let's go ahead and open up. First off, I need to fix the small print before I forget and fuck everything up. So we're going to need to fix the colors on this. So we're going to take this color balance. See, and then we're going to just apply that here. And then we're going to go here. We're going to change the saturation like we did on the other one. Tonal correction, hue saturation, up to 5. Totally not here. Totally not. But okay. And then we're going to save that. This is why it's kind of nice to be able to print at home, because it's like, I get the ability to test print things. Given every printing company is going to be a little different, but it is really helpful to be able to like see how things are going to look. Okay, so I need to see how this is going to look. So if I just pull straight, ooh, let's see how this would be. We'll do that. We'll do this. Make sure that my aspect ratio is on. It is. I had to learn so much about shit that I never thought I'd have to learn about. You know what I mean? See, luckily with this print, I can just create a background that has more of that color. I don't have to do much here, at least. That's nice. So then we'll just take that, and then we'll just fill this. And then we'll just come here. We're just going to grab this. Oops. We're going to move it down. Actually, make that a little smaller. There we go. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna save as Ellie Marie. Oh, I just spelled that wrong. There we go. Second meteorology class for the summer. Learning about thunderstorms. Oh my gosh. That's so exciting. What's like your favorite part about weather? Like, what's your favorite thing to learn about? Is it like thunderstorms, like tornadoes? Like, is it like severe weather, less severe weather, the clouds? Like, what like tickles your brain the most? QRs are easier to link to social media bios. Card is more photography art and has my reviews that when I did emotes and Twitch panels. Oh, okay. So, there is like a free QR code maker site. I'd have to dig for it. But it does exist where you can just take any link and make it a QR. So if you can't like get that through Card, there is a way that exists that you can do it. I don't know if Card has the feature. I haven't heard of anybody saying that it does, but making my QR codes through Canva. What do you mean? How did you do that? Explain. Explain. I didn't know you could do that. See, the more you know. That's why we talk about things. We don't gatekeep. I love severe weather. I find it super exciting to see what happens and then knowing why it happens. Yeah. You got me on Ryan Hall, y'all. I watch him every time now that there's like anything weather going on. Okay, we'll do that one next. Let's see what the print preview looks like. Yeah. 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 All right. We'll do a test print of that. Yes, I know the ink is low. Shut up. Hi, Dino. There's a QR option. It's free and it doesn't expire. What? I will need to look into this. Thank you for telling me that. Ryan Hall is the best. Do you need to make QR codes? There are some websites that can do it. Or if you're weird like me, you can use Python. That's good to know. See, Roshu can make my QR codes. Or something. I'm going to Planet trying to remember how to say it. It's Planet Comicon Kansas City. There we go. I can do this. But I'm not technically in. which is why I haven't released like an event calendar for the year yet. I'm going to be doing that closer to RodCon. I am going there on a hope and a prayer because I have yet to ever be at a convention that doesn't have an open table, and I was waitlisted, kind of. It's a long story, but I'm going and I'm hoping, and we're going to just do our best, and I've got my credit card. That's all I have to say. If not, then I'm going to be working at my friend's booth for the weekend, but I'm really hoping that I get in, and I'm going to manifest that I am going to get in. I will get a table. Right, guys? Right. You're going to be there too? Pictures. I'll be vlogging. So let me put it this way. I will be vlogging and posting the vlog if I get a... Sorry, let me rephrase that. We're going to manifest. I will be posting and vlogging, or vlogging and posting the vlog when I get a table there. When I table for the whole weekend. On the very unlikely chance that I don't get a table, I will probably not be vlogging just because that's not the type of content that I find interest in. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with people who just vlog conventions or vlog like working for others, but I don't feel super comfortable doing that. And I don't particularly like to watch it. I like to watch people who are like tabling at conventions, like for their own brand. I don't want to watch like a proxy. That's just me. It's just my preference. So I'm not going to make that content. Not Pizza Planet, not Pizza Planet. But that's so exciting, Dino. Oh my gosh. I'm looking forward to seeing people. I'll definitely go to your booth. Yes, thank you. I will definitely find you as well. I have a hair that I want to cut off. I really thought about posting that I'm going to be there, but I'm like, I don't want to jinx myself. So I'm going to do my content schedule, my convention schedule. It'll be up on socials and everything in the website after this event. Because I'm prepping for this. And then it's RodCon. RodCon and then CompICon and then Des Moines Con. And I'm thinking about being crazy and doing 2 cons in June. Back to back. Because I'm a psychopath. And I'm thinking about doing one completely solo. Because yeah, I get that. You crazy. I think so too. They're both in Omaha, so it's kind of like, oh, I wish I could just stay in Omaha for a week. But that wouldn't make sense because I'd want a helper for one of the weekends, and then the other weekend I'd want to be solo, and then I'd need to find a way back, and I'm not going to fly. So here we are. And I'm not going to Uber back, I guess. I don't have as many planned for this year. I have about as many planned for this year as I had last year. If not a little bit more. But I'm okay with doing a little bit more this year. I do think I'm going to be taking a solid month or 2 off during the summer. I haven't decided when. It might be like June and July just because those are like my real busy time. So that might be when I take my break. It just depends. Oh, okay. So we're on to the new print now. Good. Good. And then I need to pull out my other one. I got into 2 cons this year. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. So you're doing your first table. That's awesome. That's not it. Side note, friends, if you want to ask any questions about conventions or art business or content creation, any like things that I use or whatever, Ask Atomic is on. It's a redeem that I only do during convention prep, where if you have any questions for me that are related to anything that I do as like a business or like as my job, feel free to ask me. Okay. Hola, Tranter. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I just kind of assumed as you're like 2 times as many as I got into last year. I thought you meant like you had never done one. That's so my bad. You can smack my little hand. 10 plus years. That's amazing. That's longer than I've been tabling. Wow. Wow, I didn't know that. What, oh my God, I'm trying to remember what part of the world you are in. And you don't feel like you have to say anything. I guess I'm just kind of curious on the events that you've been to. ATL. Oh, okay, okay. Wow, okay, that's awesome. Very cool. You do Awa, MomoCon, DreamHack, and a lot of FurryCons. Oh, that's awesome! I think a FurryCon would be so fun, but I don't think I have enough. I'd have to do like quite a bit of furry merch. I feel like to kind of blend in. But doing one would be really fun, I think. Awa, that was December last year, right? Did you not do it last year? Because if you didn't, then I think you dodged a bullet. Because I've heard a lot of bad responses about AWA. Question on the scale of 1 to 10. How cute is Atomic? I would say like 3 today. Need to check out MomoCon. I would love to do MomoCon. I am very Midwest bound for the time being, and that's okay. Like, there's still plenty of stuff that happens kind of in this area. And the Midwest is so huge because it's like, you know, Ohio is technically Midwest, but that's still like a 10-hour drive for me. So, actually, maybe more. Maybe more. That looks really good, actually. I don't think I need to do color alterations on this. So, yippee! We love that. So now, oh, Jesus. Okay. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. I'm going to damage my prints before I even get them anywhere. All right, so these are done. Let's stack these over here for now in the chair. Sorry, guys. Just leaving you hanging. How much paper do I have left? I should have enough to do all these. Oh, also, if it wasn't obvious, Try did say that I could sell the prints. She was so sweet about it. I did DreamHack. DreamHack was bad? Oh, that's such a bummer. DreamHack sounds like such a cool title. I would love to hear your stories about it. Oh my God, I love convention stories, guys. Like a lot. I love to hear about like the good, the bad, the in-between. We're printing. Yes, good. Okay, we're gonna do 5 of these because I don't know how many I'm gonna sell. 10 out of 10, guys. Poll is up. Gosh dang it. I got you. Haven't done a lot of fan art prints recently, but I did finally make an 11 by 17 I'm proud of. You did a video on it? Oh my gosh, nutcase. Can I bother you to get me a link and I'll get you a permit? Or maybe, is it on your website? Do I still have it up? No, I closed out of it. I could find it though. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. I'm sorry. I keep bothering you. There you go. I already know my detour vlogs are gonna have the good, the bad, and the in-between. Oh, I'm so excited for your vlog. Next year, I really want to get into detour. I think I'm going to apply for NakaCon as well. I know I probably won't get in. Sorry, I shouldn't manifest that. It's hard to get into NakaCon, but I'm going to apply anyway. There we go. Thank you so much. A YouTube friend. Subscribed. Oh, that's so exciting. I can't wait to watch your videos later. I have been on like a huge binge of like watching Artist Alley vlogs. So if you guys have any recommendations, I currently watch mostly like I always say her name wrong. Mulakana. She has a pronunciation. I like to watch Ivy, like drawn by Ivy. I like to watch Positively Cozy. I like to watch Kelsey Kishi Draws. Chow, of course. As long as you love bad communication. The best. Listen, it can't be worse than some of the stuff. I could tell you stories, pause, that you'd be like, oh, as an artist in Artist Alley, I think you just get used to event coordinators flailing. I was not happy with the staff, but the congoers and other artists were great. That's good. It kind of stinks when the staff is bad, or like when they have really crummy policies. Like, I think Anime Milwaukee's awesome, but, and I know that they're not the only con that does it this way, but like, for example, you can't pick up an empty table until closing Friday, even if you show up Thursday, even if they have like guaranteed cancellations. And then even when that happens, they don't do like a first come, first serve basis. They do it as a lottery per location. So they start with like one table and then they lotto it off, and they do the next table, lotto it off. So you don't even get to like pick your space. So like you could just get placed next to somebody who has exactly the same thing you do. You know what I mean? I just feel like all of that, and they still charge you full price. And if you bought a badge, they do not refund the badge or reduce it from the price. Even though badges technically come with tables. Like, I don't understand cons that do it that way. It genuinely does kind of like bum me out because, guys, oh, what is that pull? What is that pull? Stop. It does kind of bum me out because it's like we pay a lot of money to be there. Like, we are paying to be there. Of course we're making money, but it's also never a guarantee. It's almost like, it's a little bit like streaming. Like, I come on here, but there's never a guarantee that if I spend 8 hours streaming that I'm going to make any money whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing with cons. Like, yeah, there's a pretty good guarantee you're going to make some money, but you don't know if you're going to come out green. You might go home losing money. You know what I mean? But like, they get like very frustrated. Like, oh, well, you want 2 badges? You want an extra chair? You want to eat food? I don't know. It's not all cons, for sure, guys. I'm talking a little bit of shit here. I'm going to pull it back because I don't want to sit here and make it sound like it's all bad, because it's not. 95% of the convention experiences I've had have been good. Very good, between my neighbors, between the staff, the rules that we have to follow, all of that. But there are some little things where it's like, we're paying to be here. Like, please, you know, like, let's all be kind to each other. You know, let's all like try to be empathetic and be kind, and let's all make things easier on each other without taking advantage of anybody, obviously. It's correct. Stop. I put option 4 for Mecro. Someone tell me that I have his back. Mecro works like, thank God someone does. Okay, I saw a question here. Remember the talk about a good rule of thumb when selling art is no Disney because too risky. I recently seen an uprise of art in old gaming consoles like Game Boy, NES. Are those safe? Typically, yes. I don't know too much about IP on that stuff. I know that they can claim IP. I know if you make some like kind of subtle changes to the consoles that they don't consider it like fan art. It's more like an original design because they don't have like an IP on like handheld consoles necessarily like as a whole. But I don't think it's as risky as like Disney or some of the other IP that I've seen get smacked really hard. Like, I know Ghibli got smacked really hard a few years ago. Demon Slayer got smacked really hard. A lot of the really big trending ones, like, it's nice to do popular things, but the downside to doing popular things is that you end up kind of a lot of the time in the situation of those IPs start trying to sniff out your merchandise. But that's normally online. Not so much at conventions. So at conventions, the rules tend to be pretty loose. And if they do have like more of strict guidelines on things, they'll typically let you know ahead of time. Sometimes it'll happen where they won't know until like the weekend of. I don't remember what show I was at, but one of the shows I went to last year was the weekend that the Baldur's Gate IP got a smack. And they were like, no, you cannot have this. I think it was at a show maybe where like some of the VAs were at. And they would not let people have Baldur's Gate merch. Like if you had it on your table, you had to take it off or you would have been like asked to leave. So very rarely does that happen. It has happened. I think that's happened once or twice with Has-Been stuff as well. Where it's like, and I think Has-Been is starting to like crack down a little bit more on like the fan art that you're allowed to sell, especially because Vizzy's style is so stylized that it's hard to make fan art of it without making it almost look like a replica of it. And because it's like, it's kind of cartoony, it's kind of simple, you know, I feel like it's sort of like doing like, Gravity Falls fan art or like, things like that, where it's like, it can be pretty easy to just draw it almost identically. Even if it is like still kind of in your style, you know, it's like I have the problem where it's like if I draw something. Oh, I put the magenta away. Why'd I do that? No, I didn't. It's back here. If I draw something in somebody else's style, I have to be careful not to look at it too much. Or not somebody else's style. I'm sorry. If I draw fan art of something, I have to be careful not to look too much at the original art. Because sometimes I will just end up kind of like shifting my style slightly to make it look more like that. And that's okay to an extent, but when it just ends up looking kind of like a replica, you sort of lose the charm and the quality and the personality of it. And then I think that it becomes actually a lot less desirable because then it just kind of looks like almost like bootleg. You know what I mean? Have you noticed a difference in sales when you have a bigger booth, 2 tables versus 1? Does it depend on the show or not really at all? Ooh, great question. So honestly, yeah, I actually notice a pretty dramatic difference in sales when I have 2 tables versus 1. Almost always I end up making more with 2 tables. And these are the reasons that I think go into this, okay? 1, it gives you a wider space to more spread out everything that you have. Okay, let me also rewind really quick. I want to state that anything that I say about this, please keep in mind that every situation will be a little bit different. So what might work well for me might not work well for you, and vice versa. Also, I have a pretty large catalog at this point that I've established over time. I did not jump into 2 booths, and I would not recommend just jumping into it. I think that you need to have the catalog for it in order for it to end up more beneficial than a single table. So because I have the catalog, it gives me more space to, I'm going to snooze this ad because I'm in the middle of something. It gives me more space to better display my stuff. Because when things are bunched together, the human brain has a tendency to like just kind of like blur things together. So when you look at all this together, you're like, okay, that just kind of looks like Mike's cool. But you wouldn't think like, oh, I'm going to look at this twist tie. Oh, I'm going to look at this blue tape. Because you just kind of like congeal it all together as you stare at it. That's like natural for the human brain to do. When you do have 2 tables, you can spread out your stuff a little bit more. And so it gives people's brains the opportunity to kind of really take everything in. So I think that's one portion. I think another portion is when you are at, and maybe you guys can relate to this as like shoppers. Sorry, I had a call, dipped right after linking the video. You are just fine. I went ahead and gave you a follow. If you have any Artist Alley vloggers that you recommend, Nutcase, please do let me know. Or anyone in chat, truly. But I feel like when I'm at an Artist Alley table, and even if I'm just like talking to a friend, and they just have a single like 6-foot table especially, I feel like my body takes up so much space, you know? Like, so it's like, I'm at, I need a thing. Here, we'll just make a new layer. I'm at a table, right? Or here's the little table. Here's my friend. And then I'm standing here, okay? With my little body. And so I'm already taking up like a fourth of their table. So I feel like when people see, like, especially because most of us don't travel alone either, right? So you're typically like with somebody else who for some reason is taller than you. And now that's like almost half their table. You're in a group of 3 or 4. All of a sudden, nobody can see anything. So this does 2 things, okay? 1, anybody who is walking by that looks in that direction, they have a long neck, and very long arms and legs. Don't worry about it, guys. I know anatomy. If they're walking by, they're going to be like, oh, either A, I can't see anything, so I'll come back later. Or they're going to be like, oh, I'd like to look, but it's busy right now, so I don't want to have to like wait or be a bother or interrupt, like if it's busy behind them, or interrupt the flow of traffic of all these other people who are trying to move in that direction. So you don't want to like stick out, you know, and like be clogging the hallway. So then you're like, oh, I'll come back later. And oftentimes, especially if the hall is quite large, people just don't come back. You know, it's easy to forget about somebody. It's easy to like, especially if they don't get a good look at it, to be like, that won't stick out in their brain. So when you have a bigger setup, when you double your space, essentially, like even if it's on a corner, but for the sake of this drawing, you know, you have a whole, like even if there's a group of 4 here, there's still all this stuff over here that people can look at. And it makes it so much easier to just like stay there. I couldn't justify Detour AA. It's so smushy and 6-foot tables, no space. Did you get Exhibitor? It's Atomic, the long leggy person. Could be me. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I love that. Same, yeah. I mean, I feel that everywhere I go. When I am looking at this side, I stop when only one of them have left offer a 10 by 10 because I know unless I'm sharing with my cousin, I cannot fill a 10 by 10. Exactly. So it's like you definitely need the product to fill it. Yeah. Oh, I bet that was expensive. Exhibitor tends to cost more, guys, for the record. But you do tend to get more perks. On average, you tend to get more space or more tables, or like electricity. So typically, sometimes there's absolutely no difference and you just go, okay. I have long leggies. That's fair. So I think that that's a big part of the reason that 2 tables can be super beneficial. I also think that's why it's important to have something to give you height. Now, it doesn't have to be a backdrop, okay? You can build height with cube, you know. I don't personally like to have a teeny tiny window. I think having a teeny tiny window makes you really hard to engage with. It makes people feel like they have to like find you, and it then becomes more intimidating. I think the more open you can make your space, the better, which is why I like to use a print wall. But inevitably, I think I'm going to be gone with my print wall, and I'm going to, in the future, have just like a large backdrop that just has like a big drawing of like me, and this is me, and like my slime, and like my name would be in the top, not there. The backdrop would be higher. My name, me, some drawing, sparkles everywhere, a slime flying through the air, and then I'll just have like my print book on the table. Because like I love my prints and I do think that they bring people in, but I think that the direction that I'm wanting to take my brand, that's kind of more the vibe I'm going for. 500 for a piece of tape in a square on the ground. Not even any pipe and drape. Oh no. Oh no. I love it when tables or like when cons give you like a wall or a drape, okay? So, I'm going to circle back to that because I'm going to finish this thought. But just to finish the answer to the question, I do feel like it's not a necessary thing to start out with. Definitely don't immediately get 2 tables, guys. I would not recommend 2 tables until you've been tabling for a year or 2. And that doesn't apply to everybody. You know, everybody's going to be different. I've known people that have like blown up in 6 months and doubled their like space, and that's fine. But I think that starting out 6 feet is plenty. You can do a lot with it. You can build up your area. But that 2 tables, yeah, it will typically yield more money. And most of the time when I get a 2 table setup, I make more money. And that could just be because of the events that I choose to 2 table at. There's always a lot of factors that go into it, like if it's my audience, if it's not. But in my personal experience, if you invest into it and you have the catalog to fill it, typically you will yield results. But keep in mind who your audience is, okay? So like if your audience is like super cute kawaii girls, maybe 2 tables at a Comic-Con might not do that well. You know, because those people are typically probably going to go with more of like the edgy stuff, the fantasy stuff, whatever. But, you know, there's always the outlier of like, okay, but also you could like really stand out with 2 tables. And that could get so many more eyes on you because you are different in a sea of the same. So lots of things to consider. I do feel like sadly a lot of these come down to like a case by case analysis, but I feel like there is some broad statements that I can say on it. I can't even guarantee me a 30-foot table might just be an 18-inch. Oh my gosh! Well, at least you have a table. My boyfriend is 6'2". I think you drew him in the pink long legs. This is either Mooney or Geekish's boyfriend. Very interesting. Thank you. I need 2 tables so I can lay down on both. I just... Convention prep! As horrible as it sounds, it's one less other person for the attendees to spend their money on, and instead more percent can go to you. Very true. Very true. You also, I think, are more likely to end up in like kind of a better location if you have 2 tables because they want them to be together. So I feel like I see a lot more of the 2 table setups kind of end up on like corners. That's not always the case. And that one maybe is like a little bit of like too broad of a statement for me to claim to be totally true, but you are still printing. Okay. Shoot, what was I going to talk about? Oh, so the backdrop stuff. I already talked about my thing. Oh, the height. The last thing I want to say about the height and like specific table setups is I would always go tall. I try not to give yourself a teeny tiny window. I have a lot of mixed feelings on like self-serve, which is where you can just grab the stuff yourself and hand it to somebody, versus you have it on display and then you get it for the customer system is really more of a preference thing. I have not tried the self-serve system, but I am a really paranoid person, I think. And on top of the fact that it just takes up a lot of real estate on my table that I don't always have to spare because I do have a fairly large catalog. I also am just like very concerned about people just walking off with my stuff or just it being touched and getting ruined. Like, yeah, my stickers are durable, but if like a kid, you know, puts their sticker in my mouth, I'm not gonna sell it to anyone. I'm not gonna just wipe it off and be like, all right, we good, and pop it back on the display. So that I think is really more of preference. I do feel like self-serve tends to be a little bit like easier on the customers, but for my sake of mine, for my table real estate, of the fact that like I have a very limited amount to work with, and it's hard to display all that stuff really well for self-serve, I just get it for them. Their sticker in my mouth, that would certainly be a thing. I feel like I could see it happening. Or like a kid picking their nose and then grabbing a sticker and being like, Mom! You know, like children are cute, but they're disgusting, okay? Discounted for child spit. I just have like a little, I don't know this number. They can leave me a voicemail. Have a little pile of victimized merchandise. The discount bin. So with the height stuff, I would say like always try to go tall because you want people to kind of see you from far away. Don't be afraid to go like big with like your banner or like, you know, font. Don't write things super small. You want things to be like really visible even if someone's kind of standing a little farther away. But like always try to go tall. Sometimes it sucks because it makes you sort of shadowed. Like it can cast a shadow. But you would rather people be able to see you really well or like from far away than build like really small. So if you do just have stuff on the table here and you're standing, because then you definitely wouldn't be sitting. Don't recommend sitting unless it's like medically reasonable. Okay. I recommend standing as much as you can. I know it is cheesy and customer service embedded, but people are way more likely to engage with you if you are standing up and like ready to talk, not on your phone, not drawing. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just draw. And that's fair sometimes. It's a slow con. You want to get some work done. I get it. Or like you have to get work done. I get it. Like if you're doing commissions, but I highly recommend just trying to be as engaged as you can, even when it's absolutely dead, even when that's hard. It's kind of like the streaming and talking to no one thing. You know, it's like always act like somebody's there, even when nobody's there, because then when somebody shows up, they're going to be so much more likely to be talking to you. I've only had to chase a child who took a plushie from my table once. I had to stop a kid who grabbed a sticker once, back when I did have them more like low level. I think I had a few of them on display and they just kind of grabbed one because they thought it was free, in fairness, but they were very sweet and the mom noticed right away. So it wasn't too bad. I was like, you can't. And the mom was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And like grabbed it. So, yeah, I would say build tall, but I love cons that do the like backdrop where you have like either a curtain. I like it even better if there's like something kind of dividing me and my neighbor. Like it doesn't have to be like, I don't want a wall necessarily, but like if there's like a little curtain with like one little bar here, I don't mind. I don't like being some tables will have you like locked in. I have literally seen people like cut, like with a knife. Like they get a knife and then they like cut in between so that we can separate our tables to get an escape route. But I like to have when there's like a little drape, like a little curtain back here. I like that. Or I see them more in the UK than here, but sometimes they'll give you like a whole wall. Like a wall, like a solid standing wall that you can like stick things to. I'm like, why don't we have more of this? I would love a wall. You know how convenient a wall would be for me? It's a Australian thing as well. Not us though. Fuck them Americans. I don't know if it's a Canada thing. I haven't really seen any Canada cons that have it. A real crocheter will probably be crocheting at their table. Me trying to be good at customer service? Yeah. Listen, I would be sadder if people were just sitting there like crocheting at their table. I've seen it done. And I think it can be fine sometimes because some people can just crochet and talk and like whatever. And that's kind of cool to see when they're just like, yeah, it's just, yeah, you know, it's like whatever. Look, I'm making a chicken. But I also think that like focusing on your customers and like having those interactions, like that's why I'm there. Like I can work when I'm at home. Occasionally I will admit, like, obviously I'll sit for a little while. I have the director's chair now. As long as we can have like room to pack it, I will pack it and bring it, but I try not to sit in it too much anyway. Occasionally I'll need to like pull up my iPad because sometimes just like drawing for a little bit will kind of get me out of my head of like feeling nerves, especially if I'm really slow, because sometimes I just get kind of anxious. But yeah. F Americans. I mean, as an American, I stand by my statement. When I was doing my mock-up, I did both. First, anything that is self-serve, clearance bin, homemade magnets. Try to keep it to me and my table partner. Everything else, prints, photos, I have to grab. See, that's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. I've seen people do button bins where people can kind of dig through them for a while. And I do like that, but I also don't want people just like sitting and digging through my buttons for like 5-10 minutes and then like not getting anything and crowding my table either. So that's the other perk that I feel like is to like the not self-serve option is that I can just grab it for them. So they look, they're like, oh, hey, I'd like to get this. And I'm like, oh, wonderful. Let me go grab you one. And then I grab it, and then they kind of are on their way instead of like being like, oh, this, oh no, I gotta go put this back. Oh, where did this come from? You know, it's a very small thing, but to me, I feel like it speeds up the process of like taking everything in. Imagine artists needing to leave their table for some reason, like bathroom or food. Crazy, right? Imagine needing to use the bathroom. Me getting PTSD, remembering the Pokemon tins, blocking booth for 30 plus minutes. Oh my gosh, yes. Also, that's like a whole separate issue is like if the bathrooms aren't someplace convenient or like the water station isn't someplace convenient. One con I went to, getting to the water took like almost 10 minutes. I think it was actually Anime Midwest. There was no like refill stations within the area. There was all these vendors and stuff, but like I'm a water drinker. I don't like bottled water typically. I try to avoid it. I just think that a lot of it kind of tastes weird. So, and it's, I think, a horribly wasteful, awful thing, especially bottles. But I try to be like as anti-waste as possible. Honestly, it's hard to avoid sometimes, but I had to walk like 10 minutes, like out of the room, down a hallway, and up a way to get to these like jugs of water they had out. Which like it's like, okay, I'm glad you have jugs of water out, but like you couldn't have put one in the event center or like right outside of the, or not the event center, the vendor hall, or like right outside the vendor hall. Might have been the event center like say in where to put them to, so it might have been out of their hands, but it sucked. As an American, I agree. I'm so glad. Okay, so we got the big prints done, as far as I know. I am going to jump up and take my break and use the bathroom really quick and maybe find something small to snack on. I might just eat a protein bar for now. And then we're going to get to printing the small prints. We're going to work on these stickers, and the Ask Atomic is still up. If you redeem any questions while I'm gone, I will be happy to answer them when I return. Let me grab you a puzzle today. Mandy, did you get a chance to check out that other puzzle site that Maddie sent me? Should we try that today because it has no max limit, or should we do the regular one? Puzzle. Okay, we'll just do the regular one for now then. Prep time. Whee! Hi, Rainy. How are you? Look, you can't lick me anymore. I mean, I guess you could, but I'm not a slime anymore. Let me reiterate. Oh, the corner slime. See, you found a loophole. Gee, dang it. Gee, dang it. I need to go here. Actually, let me go back. All right. We have quite a few people here, so I'm gonna, based on last time's results, I think I know what I want to do here. I'm always finding loopholes to cause chaos. We're just doing the puzzle because homework. There'll be one extra spot. Mandy's like, I must focus. Don't say the puzzle word. Okay, we'll do it this way this time. I love the Tanglio puzzles. What do you call a cult that is very complicated to get into? A difficult. That's funny. I like that one. Hi, Omni. How are you? Okay, let me switch over here. It is Taco Tuesday. I don't know if we're going to have tacos tonight, though. Diffy cult is added to my joke lexicon. Okay. I'm going to cover my cam. All right, guys. I will be back in just a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. Please do go. Oh, let me get the puzzle link first. Hold on. Before I do my spiel. Help us do our puzzle. Ooh, I won't forget the link this time. Sorry, I'm good at forgetting it. Oh God, what did I just do? There we go. Okay. I'm gonna pin it. Don't forget the Zelda. I can't with you. Oh, you already pinned it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Feet Lovers Pizza 69. I love your name. It's very nice. Very nice pizza. I'm gonna be back in just a little bit. If you like what I do here, please consider going and following me on all my socials. I'm really trying to grow my YouTube right now. So I've got like artist vlogs on there. I re-upload all my VODs there. So if you enjoy that, please do go check it out. Working on watch hours right now. It's the biggest thing I need. And then join our Discord, of course. We are awesome. Not trying to brag. And I did just post the piece that you are working on right now. Just went live on socials today. So if you want to give it some love, any engagement really helps me. And I will see you all here in just a bit. Ah, look at you guys go. Doing great. Hello again. I don't know if I'm sorry if this icks anybody out. I love cottage cheese. Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. So I'm having that as a snack. And a protein bar. I'm trying to get more protein in my days to hopefully keep me full longer. I'm good, Hunter. Heidi Cruz, welcome. Get out. Wow, why? Oh, tomatoes. I love that. The best pizza topping. Now I can shrink that down. Well, I can't remember if it needs a 1 or not. We're going to do some small prints now. You know, in the future, maybe I should start with small prints, but actually, no, I take that back. Because, like, I guess I think it's probably good that I start with large prints, you know, immediately redacting and rethinking that, because if I start with the largest that they're going to be, I'm going to see them, like, super blown up, which is, wish that they send me this red paper every time, and I don't like the color red, and I've been trying to think of something that I can do with it other than recycle it. But I just end up recycling it. I don't know. I'll move it over here for now. Maybe I can do something with it. Draw on it with like a white paint pen or something. Print red cards? What do you mean? What are red cards? Protein waffles at Aldi are really good. Tend to keep me full for a bit in the morning. Ooh, I will have to look into those. I do love waffles in the morning. I've been doing a lot of oatmeal, but there are cards that say your rights if ice talks to you. Oh, that could be cool. I could maybe do like a little doodle. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just feel like my art is not super fitting for topics like that sometimes. I don't know. We can be cute and not political. That's not the word I'm looking for. Cute and active. Not be an activist. What's the word I'm looking for, you guys? You know, I'm just gonna recycle this box. Hi, I'm a millennial. I keep every box and it's a problem. Yes, I need help. Send help. Amazon boxes are understandable. Don't take those from me. Cute and informative. Stay informed, stay cute. It says at the end of my coffee about it video. Little free libraries. Oh my god, Dino, that's adorable. I love that. Hi, Scronin. There's my phone. Thank you for the pat. Hi, Shuji. Can we get a shout out for Shuji, please? And also for Mandy, because I love her. We haven't given her a shout out in a while. It's been a minute. Wow. Things are going good. Prepping. You'll see it once the puzzle is done, but for now we're just vibing on this puzzle. But this piece just went live on my socials today, guys. So if you like it, please go give it some love. It's definitely like my pride and joy at the moment of pieces. It is Planet Comicon Kansas City. I'm not technically in. I'm doing something I never do, which is I am going to go there and get a table. I'm going to snag an empty spot. Thank you for the head pat. I appreciate it. Manny and Chuji are great. Bubba, please, mods, do not shout me out. This is literally my channel. Thank you. I am a little nervous. I'm really trying not to be, if I'm honest. I'm trying to just be, like, really positive. Manifest, you know? But I've been wanting to get into this show forever. And they also typically have like, this is maybe like a secondary thing, but they also typically have like a re-up feature for previous vendors. So if I get the opportunity to re-up at this show, I'm going to re-up at this show. And then I can stop getting waitlisted because I've been waitlisted for at least 2 years, maybe 3. I think it's just 2, but enough. That's true. That is a shout out. Yeah. Check out my socials, guys. Okay. Print. 5x7. Now we switch it to semi-gloss. So that feature's available. Borderless. Paper slots closed. We'll do 1 to start. Make sure it looks good. Atomic shout out. So, yeah, I really hope that I get in. I've been wanting to get in for a while. Either way, it'll be fine. But trying to get into WonderCon. They filled up, but going to send in an app after the convention ends. Take apps 1 year in advance. Oh, okay. Honestly, and little fun trick, if you guys don't know, sometimes if you just email the convention, like through their contact info, and be like, hey, I saw your apps were full or I saw your apps were closed. Do you have any openings? Is there still a way I can get a table? That sometimes they will just be like, yeah. Like I had 2 events actually, where I was like, hey, I don't technically have a table. I didn't apply in time, but I just figured I'd ask. And they were like, yeah, sure, here. Like same day. I was like, great. So yeah, never know. Also, to anybody just joining us, hello, welcome, happy Tuesday. I'm in Conprep mode, and that also means that the Ask Atomic redeem is open for your channel points. What that is like you can ask me any questions that have to do with like being an artist, Sally, being a content creator, anything that I do that's like part of the job. Please feel free to ask. I think we're gonna give away one of these. We're gonna give away a mini print today. Do I have any mods available right now for a giveaway? If not, I might wait a little bit. I don't want to put that there. Put that down here for now. Just to make sure to check their website rules on that. Some cons have a big no-no against doing that. Yeah, that's true. I haven't seen too many. Most of the time, they'll just be like, that's not how we work. But I don't think you normally like get in trouble for it necessarily, unless it's like in big letters somewhere. Okay, Mandy. Iceberg's available. Okay. Not asking any joke questions. Besides doing art, do you also plan on doing other stuff as well? I.e. comms that include extra stuff like 1980s neon style, among others. So, yes. I do quite a few things. My current focus isn't really on commissions. I take them pretty much on like a base by base state right now. I'm going through my wait list, and then in the future, I'll be opening for like really specific things. Like I'll take like 2 chibi slots, or like emotes are something I'm always probably going to do just because like they are a little bit easier for me, a little bit faster. Most of my art time tends to go into like products that I can bring to cons. I really want to grow my apparel and like, so like my shirts, my tote bags. I'd love to do like desk mats, but I need to experiment with that too. So, and Iceberg, give me just a minute and we'll do that, okay? Let's let the puzzle finish first. Hi, Ree. It's Puzzle is so cute in the art too. Thank you. It's super fun. And yeah, this is the piece I just posted today. And this is the piece we're about to give away too. I gotta log in anyway. Perfect. Yay! You guys did it. Victory laps. Good job. Good job. Okay, cool. Back to art here. Art. So YouTube video on Ko-fi, very well done. Thank you so much. I super appreciate it. I am still really new to like sitting down and recording and stuff. Like I feel like I'm getting better at vlogs, but like the just sitting down and making videos part is definitely a little bit challenging still. So thank you so much for the feedback. I really appreciate it. I'm doing my best. Saw puzzle, didn't even say hi. Hi, TL. It's okay. Puzzles are very exciting. I can't be mad. Can't be mad. Thanks a bit. You did very well. Everything was well explained. Thank you. I tried to add in some fun little video clips too. Sounds good, Tranter. Thank you for asking the question. Super appreciate it. But yeah, Ask Atomic is up, guys. Feel free to utilize that. It's just anything kind of business art related. All solid ice cream. Ice cream shop is in walking distance. This is dangerous. Oh no. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Ryu had a birthday. Oh my god, I have to sing. Hold on. Also, we're about to do a giveaway for this here. It's a little mini print. It's a 5x7. So, Iceberg, if you want to set that up, and then after I sing, I will be ready, okay? Puzzle idea is super cute. Thank you. You can thank Rashu. He's the one who suggested it. We're also looking into another site that Maddie shared with us so that hopefully we don't have a cap on the 10 people mark so that we can have a lot more people participate. So as soon as we test that out, then we'll be able to do more with it. Yeah, for the Dino Girly. This is Try Again's original character / like her VTuber model. So, it's Try Again. Let me write it down for you. Or yeah, or TTA Dino Girl. Either one, it doesn't matter. Fun seeing the little cursors. I know, I like the victory laps that everybody does when it gets completed and like the confetti pops. Are you having trouble? Are you doing it on mobile or are you doing it on PC? Because I heard a couple people said they were having trouble on mobile. You love Atomic Art too? Oh, thank you. I love Try Arts as well. Like, me and her, I feel like have like kind of a similar vibe with our art. Like very cute, very like, PC? Oh, weird. I don't know. I hope that you figure it out. Trying to remember if I had a hard time. I think mine was pretty quick and then it sent me the verification email. Okay, I'm going to pause the music really quick. So, Ree, I don't know if you've been sang to before, but when it's your birthday, I sing to you. Oh, I guess I can just lean my little mic. I got to move Pepper, though. Pepper is our designated microphone manager, okay? He sits on the base of my mic. Let me see if I can show you guys really quick, carefully. Carefully. See, he sits there at all times. So Pepper is our little manager. But I have to move Pepper so that I can lean the mic towards me. Sing beautifully. The button's grayed out. Weird. That's so odd. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dearie. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Good job, Pepper. I know. Pepper is just a good baby. Such good baby. Happy birthday, Ree. Your birthday is next Monday, the 24th, and my son is the 28th. Oh my gosh, you guys have such close birthdays. Oh my God, your son and my godchild, my goddaughter, have the same birthday. I think. Oh my God, I definitely know her birthday. Shh. Don't say anything. That's the birthday party. Is it the 23rd or the 28th? Okay, I can't remember. I think it's the 28th. Don't quote me. I'll figure it out later. Stop judging me. Gorgeous voice. Thanks. Thank you. I'm very good at singing things within my octave, like happy birthday, that are short range and not very long. Don't have me sing like Evanescence or Avril Lavigne or things like that. They're definitely outside of my vocal range. I can sing some 3 Days Grace though. Or some Hey There Delilah, considering it is 5 notes. Not a robot box wasn't loading. Oh no! Okay, I'm so glad you got it fixed. Mew, I'll have to sing to you next Monday. I'll have to sing to you on Tuesday when I get back for my Cozy Con chats. Solid lullabies. I feel like I could do some solid lullabies. Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Okay, I tried too hard to make that sound funky. Okay, this try is done. Yeah, okay, so we're good to do the giveaway. Wake me up inside. That's me singing Evanescence. You're welcome. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Atomic style. Lol. Yes, please check the rules to make sure that you qualify. We have, it's actually a 5x7. Ignore the size. A 5x7. Try, Dino Girl. Print, going right now. Just like this. Except the camera's changing the quality a little bit. It's going to look like it does on the screen. I guess it could be a 4x6. It doesn't matter. It'll be a mini print. 4x6s fit better in envelopes. Oh, wait. I know. I need to do one first to make sure it prints correctly on that size. Okay. Cool. I think I need to do prints of restocks too, but I don't remember what. Maybe I don't. Maybe we just did that. I don't know. Mini print of some size. Yeah, at this point, we should just write mini print. I love cottage cheese. It's so delicious. Okay. Okay, those are printing. Giveaway is going. Let's work on this. Oh, I was looking up a font. That's right. It's all coming back to me now. I was going to see if Google Fonts had Deco. I like Deco. It's just called Deco. I mean, that one's cute. I think I already have this one. Do I have this one? Oh, no, I have Delius Unicase because it's very similar. 6 font families selected. Are these just taking me to different ones? Yeah, these are just taking me to different ones. I like this one too. I'll download that one. Download. Take me back. I already have that one. I already have like my fonts that I tend to choose, but like, I don't know. I've been a little annoyed with Fredoka lately, and I don't know why. Maybe I've just been looking at it too long. I don't know. I should probably just do what I want. Sinbubs? Sinbubs? Like Simba? I don't know. Hi! Welcome. Thank you for the follow. You know I love Dino Girls. What? You? No way. No way. Get out of town. All right, you can no longer enter the giveaway. Second one, yes. Sinbubs? Okay, cool. Hi! Welcome in. How are you? Sorry, we're doing Conprep stuff. So we've been like resizing prints. We just did a giveaway. We're doing everything, all of it, all the time. No way! Dino! Your Dino RNG has provided. Congratulations. Do you already have the form? I know, right? Also, anytime we fill these little bars with the purple, then we do a giveaway. And then the big bar is for the Plus program. So that's like only organic subs. We're really just trying to get into that Plus program. So if you do 3 months in advance for tier 3 or higher, or sorry, if you do tier 3 for 3 months in advance or longer, you can get a little slime that goes in the corner on our screen. Yay! Thank you, Dino! I'm browsing art channels. I want to do cons and I love pink, so I got drawn in. Hello, yes. We don't like pink at all here. Not never. I have a pink thermal printer to my right. But yes, I'm prepping for Planet Comicon Kansas City. I'm not technically in. This is the only con I've ever done this for, where I'm just going to show up and hopefully get a table. But I'm feeling very confident, and I am looking forward to it. But I do 10 to 11 cons a year anyway. I also have a redeem called Ask Atomic live today, where you can ask me any questions that are like super business related about like content creation, conventions, anything like that. Love some lavender, right? I mean, I mostly have pink though. It may look lavender on the screen, but it's more pink. You can do it. Pull out my convention muscles. You were with Planet Anime, right, in October? Mm-hmm. Which is why I was so confused that they keep waitlisting me. I was like, you let me into your other event. Let me into this one too. Come on, please. And they like sort of technically waitlisted me. So like, it's a long story that I don't know if I have the spoons to go into right now, but. All right, I'm trying to think. Should I just put, part of me is like, maybe I should just put like AtomicKawaii. So right now I'm working on stickers that are going to go on the back of my prints. So that when somebody buys a print for me and they take it home and they go, I don't remember who this artist is. Oh, and I'll have my QR code on there too. Not enough lavender, pastel, blue tech out there though. That's so true. So I've committed to a more pastel theme. It's true. It is hard to find like blues and lavenders. I think lavender is because lavender or like purples in general are just really hard to print on anything. It's hard to get the colors to come out properly. But blue surprises me a bit because you would think pastel blue would be really popular. It can get big. I got 2 months to put in my vendor app for a local con, but I'm so busy with a stage show. Such a mood. It can get big like my, never mind. Hava. How do you display your mini prints at your booth? So, okay. I don't. I don't. Let me show you my last table setup really quick. Do I have it handy? Probably. Okay, this wasn't my last one, but it was close enough that I can pull it up. So, ignore my, what is this? Oh, so I don't have my mini prints out. I only have my large, because of like the amount of stuff I have, I only have my large book. That's not pink. I want my, where is it? There it is. Oh, that's large. I only have my large print book here. And then I just have a menu. I have like menus that I can hand people that are behind my table here. Or like, actually this is a menu right here, but then I have my prices here. Sometimes I'll put them like up here or both places. But I just tell everybody that every print I have, except for the Tokyo Mew Mew, also comes in a smaller size. So I don't display mine because I feel like it takes up too much space. And honestly, I'm going to be really transparent here. If people don't see the mini prints, they are less likely to buy the mini prints and they will more likely buy the larger print, which is what I would prefer. So, I always am transparent about it with people that like I offer them like, oh, would you like, I have a little tiny book. So I have my big book and then behind the table, I have my little book, which is just like my big book, but you know, obviously smaller. And so I will hand people this and they can flip through it and that way they can see what it looks like. Cause sometimes they do look a little different. But it, I'd rather people buy the large prints. And when they ask for a print, I'll be like, would you like it large or small? And sometimes people will be like, oh, you have small, I'll take small. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I would rather people see my large prints and buy my large prints. Listen, MJ, they already asked that question. There was a poll, okay? No, it's fine. Why are you so cute? I saw that picture of you looking like a whole ass meal the other day on your Instagram. Don't mess with me, girl. You're so beautiful. It's okay. It's okay. I still love you. Scrolling up here. Girls tripping to C2E2 in April. It's going to be intense. I really want to try C2E2 at some point. I've heard very mixed reviews though, so I'm a little hesitant. First AtomicCon to vend, so I don't know. I mean, you gotta start sometime. Gotta start sometime. Aw, thank you. I'm working on a lot of improvements. A lot of how it looks right now is going to change this year and has already started changing. Because, like, I changed my, let me show you. Hold on, I have a picture of my most recent one. Ooh, I can do a little quick show and tell, okay? Let me get the image in here. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Just need a minute. Get my shit together. Okay, so the quality of the lighting is going to be kind of crappy. Just because it was very yellow looking in that haul. But let me grab the photo of my most recent setup. There we go. So this was my 2-table setup at my most recent show, the only show I've done so far this year. It's easier to see the larger prints. It is a lot easier to see the larger prints. Like from the floor, you can see the large prints immediately. Yeah, exactly. Height and size are very good. Psychological manipulation, a little. I mean, marketing is part of setting up your table. Like, that's why I like talking to my artist friends about like how they can make improvements because like, given there's so many different ways you can do things and that's just my opinion. So it's like, if you don't like it and you want to do something different, that's fine. And some things that would work for other people won't work for me and vice versa. But in that case, where do we start? Oh my God, stop. Don't talk about why I'm cute. I'm out for the day. Thank you, Mandy. Have a good one. Gonna be my first go to the con too. I'm keeping expectations in the middle. Gonna be my first. So are you going as an attendee or did you get a table? I know I ask you this a lot, but big. Yes. Okay. Look at that booth. Large and in charge. Yeah, I tried. As you can kind of see in comparison to this one, so I used to have this like white kind of shiny, sparkly material. Let me see if I can, oh, fuck, I just unplugged my headphones. I need to take them off. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to show you the difference really quick. I've got, oh yeah, okay, cool. I do. I still have them. I still have one I can show you guys. It's got a bunch of holes in it, but don't worry about it. Grab a sticker one. So, this is the previous material. So it's like really shiny. And it's got like a sparkle. But I felt like my characters and stuff, especially my stickers, didn't pop enough. Because like my stickers, I don't feel like stand out very well over here. So I shifted to this, which is my branding. And I feel like they look better than when they were on the white. And this is matte, so this is paper. It's not laminated in any way. Now, I always encourage, if you have the space to angle things, angle them. Because building up, sometimes you will get a shadow, depending on where the light is. But very often you'll get a shadow, or sometimes you'll get like a glare off of it, especially if you have shiny. That's why shiny's not always good. Matte is better. You and your polls. You and your polls. So I went with matte, but then I had to update the tablecloth because I felt like this, with like my signage, I have to change all my signage to white because all of my signage here is the same galaxy pattern and it doesn't stick out as well. As you can see here, my signage doesn't stick out as well. So I got to change that to white, which what I want to do for that is what I had drafted here. Oopsies. Is with like the little kind of like slimy sparklies. I did see your question, by the way. I will get to that just a second. I'm so sorry. Hang tight. And then, so I'm going to use my Galaxy tablecloth, but I got, hold on, I'm going to go big head for a second. Oh, my printing's done. I got this. Which is like a glitter table, like it's like a sequin tablecloth. But it's kind of semi-transparent, as you can see. So my galaxy pattern will still be underneath this, and I have to do a full trial of it first. I'm doing a mock setup tonight or tomorrow, one of those two. It still smells funny. I need to Febreze it. It smells like plastic fish. I don't know how else to describe it. But I'm going to layer this on top of my galaxy pattern because my new table runner is also galaxy. You guys are getting the first peeks at all of this. Back and forth. Remember when we funded that table runner like a year and a half ago? I finally got it done. It's big, much bigger. So this is like double the size of the current table runner, and it's galaxy. So it should stand out more on top of something that's got a little bit more contrast. So we'll see how it goes, but that's the kind of like rework that I'm doing on my table right now. Ew, work. Work is gross. Sequins with the air curate. I mean, sequins aren't too bad, luckily. Like, I don't think it's going to cause us too many problems. I did have kind of the same inhibitions about it, but it's really hard to find anything else that's like sparkly that's not plastic, because I don't want to use plastic. It just like gets damaged too easily and it's crinkly and a lot of the times will be reflective. Or I didn't want something that had like a ton of loose glitter on it that was just going to shed glitter everywhere. One, because that's a pain in the ass to deal with when we're traveling with it and packing and stuff. Two, there are people that have legitimate glitter allergies and I don't want them to have a hives breakout at my table, preferably. I always attend, haven't gone to the art business exhibitor side of things. You should, your art's so pretty. Sorry, I'll always encourage you, but I think it'll be fun to go. Little big con. The amount of times I do that is ridiculous. How'd your first ever con look? I don't even have a shop or anything yet. I've been working for a while before it felt comfortable enough to with my art to sell it. Starting everything seems overwhelming. Honestly, it can feel that way if you kind of look at it as a whole. My biggest recommendation is just like little by little, you know, maybe start with just like an Etsy shop. Etsy does take a lot of fees, but it's great because you get a lot of like, it's like the social media of shops. So you kind of get eyes on it right away and you don't really have to worry about like an overhead investment or a Ko-fi shop, but then you have to do like a lot of your own foot traffic. There's a ton of options, which I think is why it feels so overwhelming because there's just like a lot to do. And I even get overwhelmed with like all the things that I want to do. And I have to like realize that it's a slow burn. The convention game, guys, it is a slow burn. Even just being an artist is a slow burn. Being viral is great and all, but most of the time people don't like just pop off overnight. It's like years and years of consistent growth and change and learning and like taking things and removing things and yeah. Oh, Aimski, what will I do with you? I'm catching up on everything. My first table though, my first ever con look. Well, my first ever con was Anime Iowa, which I have done every year since, other than when it was shut down for COVID. Also, I am behind on chat. Give me a minute and I will catch up. I actually have a picture of my first table. You guys want to see my little side-by-side? So here's my very first table. Oh, that does look good. They stand up better, I think. I think so too. The downside with me being a pastel booth is like black is probably the best thing that you can use on your table. If you have black in your branding, utilize it. Or like a really dark color, it'll make things pop. You want things to pop so that people can see them really well. I'm a pastel booth, which means that I have to use a lot of like whites and light colors, which can be a little bit more of a challenge with finding ways to make things like contrast and pop out without being like too busy looking. I need a new tablecloth too. I had a custom one, but after like 10 years of vending, it's stained and a little ripped. Yeah, probably good to update it anyway. Fresh and clean. Reminder, Furbies have forward-facing eyes, a key indicator that they are predatory creatures. Not surprised. I love Furbies, though. I have tiny Furbies all over my office. Thanks, Jimmy Dean. Looking at it like building blocks helps. Yeah, definitely. Shuji just did their first con recently, and so it's like, you definitely want to take it little bits at a time. One of my biggest pieces of advice is the first year that you do events, just pick like one or two. I really don't recommend doing more than that your first year. I would say 3 max. And just focus on like that experience, prepping for it, watch videos, try to learn from others, talk to your neighbors, because there's a lot that goes into it. Being at conventions is a whole different game than Twitch. It's a whole different game than social media. Each of these things has a whole separate rhythm. Like Twitch has a separate rhythm. Tabling has a separate rhythm. Social media has a separate rhythm. So I've known people that have, 100,000 followers on social media that do poorly at cons that I kill it at as like a little bean. I have friends who have like not even 1,000 followers that literally do nothing but conventions and make a very good living off of it. Thinking about the con I want to apply for and how to improve my Ren Fair setup. Yes, glow up side by side. That little Roxas. That was acrylic paint. I'm trying to catch up on chat, guys. Always want to try it out. Definitely still want to work on the original the most. Build up catalog. Very smart, very smart. This is so inspiring. I am going to find out this weekend I got into NDK or not. I will cross my fingies for you. I hope you get in. I want to do that con so bad eventually. That's one of my like dream cons is NDK, Kawaii Con. I think those are the 2 big ones. Kof would be great. Oh, and Central. Anime Central would be fantastic. I have a dark blue, light blue in my brand. See, that's good. You have the dark. I tend to be drawn more to pastel boots myself. Find it all blending together, more aesthetic and cutesy. Oh, good. Is that a scare Kingdom Hearts? What? I have signed up for 2 more, waiting for confirmation. It is. It's a whole different ballpark. It is, because, like, there's marketing involved. There's customer service involved. Sometimes just, like, the way you lay things out can really just determine if you do well or how much you talk to people. So it's very different. It's very different. But I would recommend just, like, kind of starting slow. Like I said, it's really meant to be a slow burn. It's very easy to feel like, oh, this is so fun. I'm just going to, like, dive head first. Like, And it feels good to be making money off of what you do. It's like that instant gratification. It's not like, oh, I got 2 online sales in the last 6 months. It's like, oh my God, people want to buy my stuff. People like me. I get to engage with my fans. It's very addicting, especially if you have an extroverted side. But it also is just so much better to just take your time with it because you're going to grow and change so much in that first year. And you'll definitely have a lot more of like a level footing on like kind of what you want to do. I want to do ASIN. I applied. I have not gotten a reply back on if I'm waitlisted or not. So I still have hope. There's 2 in October that I can apply for. Smaller, less intimidating. Yeah, always start small if you can. Would not recommend starting larger. I started with AtomicKawaii. I think the year that I did it was like 3,000 people. And that still felt like a little bit of a lot. But like some of the smaller cons are so nice. Like it's nice to be in a small artist alley. You get to know your neighbors so much better. It's really fun. The Have We Met? Yeah, this is Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. I sold an original painting. I want to do more of these again. Just time consuming. But yeah, this was my first thing. I was doing at-table commissions. I had a candy box. I had my mini prints on display a little bit. I had like I used to do like the pony rave bead bracelets and sell them for $1. I hand wrote like all my signs. This is my little portfolio here. I didn't even have it open because I'm like, it's pretty. I had my stickers laid out on the table. The only buttons I had were the Avengers because I had just done a show. It wasn't like a con. It was like a one day. It was called an art mart. And it was like my first event technically that the Avengers had just like been really popular. And I'm like, oh, I'll do the Avengers. People will like that. I don't draw boys, but sure, I'll do that. I think I still have those buttons somewhere. Or maybe I threw them away, but that painting, by the way, sold the first day. It was amazing. I learned that ALA, it took a while to get in the rhythm when tabling. I learned a lot from it, though. ALA looks kind of appealing to me. Like, if I were to do a CaliCon, I feel like I'd do ALA. I don't think I'd do Anime Expo ever. But ALA looked really good. I've seen a few vlogs on it now, and I like the feedback. And it looks really cute. It looks fun. I'm in NYC, so there's so many in New Jersey and NYC. Yeah, which is like a benefit. It's nice to have it like be closer. And cons are like so much more available and accessible than they used to be. They used to be like not at all. So you've leveled up though. Yeah, so like before, after. Oop, let me zoom out. Before, after. But this took me like 4 years, guys, because I don't count COVID, right? There was a whole year, like a year and a half that I didn't do any events, but because like I did this and then like 3 other shows, I think, and then the shutdown happened. So like it is a slow grind. Don't feel like you have to do everything perfectly now. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna want to change things. You're gonna want to update your branding. You may not even know what your branding is yet, and that's totally fine. I certainly didn't. Look at this. What branding? I don't even have a tablecloth. I had one little scrap of fabric that I still have somewhere of like pink plaid. It wasn't even like hemmed on the edges. It was like literally a fabric scrap that I'm like, we could put this on the table. But I think it's more important to just start. It's better to just start because you're going to learn so much, even at an event that you don't make money at. Like even if you go home red or like barely breaking even, you learn so much through those experiences that sometimes they're worth it. As long as you can afford to do so, obviously. Don't put yourself out of house and home, please. I honestly do way better at the smaller events. I tend to do a lot better at them too, but I'm working on changing that. Like I technically sell more at big events, but it costs, don't make as much profit. At smaller events, I have a way better profit margin. Very true. Seeing you are handwriting the signs made me feel better. I see so many printed when I look online, like here doing first time. Yeah, like it's again, slow burn. What are you using to stick your prints together on the wall? So blue painter's tape. Okay, up here, this is gaffer's tape. Gaffers. I think I have an Artist Alley. Hold on a second, guys. I think I have an Amazon link to my Artist Alley stuff. I haven't made any other lists yet, but I think I have it for Artist Alley. 1 second. So if you want to get like any of the stuff that I talk about, it'll be in that list. It'll be in that. Yeah, okay. So here is my Amazon shop. You guys can go there, and I have the gaffer's tape in there. I have the portfolio that I use for my menu. You don't have to though, but I use gaffer's tape up at the top, okay? So these are like a big line, okay? So typically they're a little longer, but we decided to go with shorter so that we could put it higher and I wouldn't be blocking anything. So it's just like one vertical row. Like all this here is a vertical row, okay? And then on the back side, we've got blue painter's tape that sticks them together. You can use Scotch tape too. I just find blue painters, it's great because it's very sticky, but it's also easy to remove, okay? Like washi tape is easy to remove, but it's not super like sticky a lot of the time. So I believe they're called columns. Listen, I don't need your logic in here. No, you're right. They're columns. Thank you. That's a much better word for it. Branding who? Yeah, the ribbon culture. I am currently working on ribbons, guys. I want ribbons so bad. I want ribbon culture. Oh my God. And I have a whole nother thing I want to talk about with stamp rallies here in a second that is like making me nervous, but I will get there. Weird. I was just thinking back on the popular fandoms. Okay, I read that. Holding in my bathroom break till you answer my earlier question because I'm watching TV. What earlier question? Did I miss a question? I thought I got them all. Hold on. Check my thing here. Good rule of thumb. Oh, how do you hang your keychains and charms? Okay. Let me answer that and then I'll come back to the print thing. I'm so sorry. Geekish, I apologize. I missed that. Thank you for saying something. I've got this pulled up here now so I won't miss stuff like that. So I've done a couple different ways. So let me close out of some of these files so that I can show you guys some stuff. So I used to do a spinning pegboard. I think this is one. Oh my God, it's upside down. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Here we go. So I used to have a rotating pegboard, which did work great for a while. So it has two sides and it spins and then these pegs like pop off or pop on to kind of like rotate or whatever. But I have recently switched over to displaying them on a board, which I actually kind of recommend if you use grid to display them this way, if you can. And then what I do is you know those skewers you put, okay, it's a weird system. So first off, I used to take foam board and then I would put paper over it. And now I do this for my charms as well, but not for my stickers. So this is just foam core board. It's just something you can get at the Dollar Tree, Walmart, like the things you used to use for projects. And then I take those corn end things and I poke little holes through them. And then I loop twist ties through them so that they're secured. Because I always have an excess of twist ties at all times. So I don't use zip ties. I don't use the little hooks or anything because I don't want people to be able to pull them off and I don't want to have to like secure them with hot glue. Like you can secure them that way, but I like them to be like twist tied on so nobody can just pull them off. And then I loop the twist tie through the back of the foam board and then I tape the foam board to the grid. So I hope that was explanatory. But the pegboard is also a great option. It just depends on kind of how you want to go about it. Since I don't have a self-serve thing, I typically, ooh, thank you so much. You're amazing. I typically don't have enough charms on there, I feel like, for it to like look right. I do try to DIY a lot of things, guys. I'm gonna be real with you. It's the same way that I put up my buttons. I do the same thing for my buttons. And when I had enamel pins, I would just take the backs off and just stick them into the foam board. For real though, DIY hacks are the best. But yeah, you can do a charm board too, of course. And when I say angled, I mean like this. Also, this is something that's gonna seem so silly. It's gonna seem so silly, but you need to hear me out, because I wish somebody had said something to me before I noticed. It took me so long. It took me so long to notice. So when I was hanging these before, I would hang them by the star, like this little portion, like the actual clip part, right? Like you would here, you know? Like you see they're hung at the top, you know? So back on my old setup, sorry, I'm gonna move the baby one over. Oh shit. There we go. On my old setup, I would, oh wait, that's the new one. I would hang them from the top, and they would take up like an extra inch of space. Hang them from the loop, guys. Hang them from the loop. Don't hang them like this. I know it looks kind of nice, but no one cares. And you're gonna save yourself like an inch of space. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out, but it took me 100 years. Don't be like me. Be better than me. I don't use Amazon anymore, but even seeing the list is super helpful. No, please, yes, and feel free to share it with anybody. I'm going to be adding more and more stuff to it as I go along, but this is the stuff that I've found that is like essential, that I use very often. The tabs are like what I use to organize my prints behind the table. I use the Gorilla Mats to stand. I use the portable charger because you will want a charger for devices, like 1 or 2 minimum. Once I start adding lights, I'll add those to the list. It is a ton of DIY stuff. Yes, so many people have like little DIY things. I'm about to DIY some more stuff. I'm going to, like this little closet thing is like a DIY, which I love that. I'm going to be DIYing like little slime foam cutouts for all over my table. I'm DIYing a t-shirt display at some point. But yeah, foam core board is great. Foam board or foam core board, like literally like the poster board that you would get for projects that's like made of foam. You can do a lot with it, but it is kind of hard to get the edges smooth. So I've been trying to find some ways to go about that. I know that if you get like one of those like really nice saws, you can use that, but I don't have that. So I'm either going to use like a steak knife and just kind of like saw at it as I'm cutting it, or I'm going to use like a box cutter and just do my best, and then I might seal it with hot glue. I'm not sure. I'll be your t-shirt mannequin. Please, do you know how much I'd sell if you were? Ma'am, don't threaten me with a good time. A DIY spinning display, then it broke. I bought a display, but I do not have grids. Maybe you can do a how-to thrift proof charms, short or reel in the future. How to what? Thrift proof? Thrift proof charms? You mean like make them, what do you mean? I'm sorry. Could you explain? I'm so sorry. I don't understand. Secret Artist Alley is Minecraft. True. Just the Jenga of the table. Thief proof. Ah, yeah. I can do a how I like build my charm display in the future. Would sandpaper help? I'm not sure, because it's shitty foam. So I'm almost worried the sandpaper is going to like rip it up in chunks, like catch it and rip it. I'm not sure. I don't think I have sandpaper currently. I might try that in the future, but for the time being, because I'm like limited on time and supplies, I can spell. It's okay. Yeah, MJ and I don't know if we could be at the same con together. The whole thing might just explode. We'd be too powerful. Truly. A force to be contended with. And then, oh, sorry, I needed to answer one other question. Let me look back here. I was at stick to prints to the wall. Okay. So I do a column, blue painter's tape behind, gaffers at the top that sticks to my my pole going across. And then once we do all of the columns first and have them just kind of like free hanging. And then before we raise the print wall, we go behind and then we also add, not like on every connection, but we try to add like blue painter's tape here too, especially like on these bottom ones. Sometimes you don't need it in the middle, but, or at the top. Sometimes if you just do like the bottom and the middle or like the top and the bottom, it's fine. But then we have a little piece of tape like back here that also takes care of that. So we have like tape here and tape here or here, and then it kind of stays pretty solid. I've noticed that if we try to like do too much where it's like these are all taped together previously, sometimes they'll pinch weird when we hang them. So that's why we went to the columns. It also makes pack up really easy because then when we're done, we just like remove the column and then we like fold it up. I'll stick to your pole. Do you promise? Do you promise? I'll only be okay with it if you promise. What a way to go, though. Exploding hearts and sparkles. A foam cutter. So all the foam cutters I've seen are like heated saw blades, and I'm like, foam core board is like paper? I just don't know. I just don't know about that. It might work, but I'm nervous. I tried to look up some YouTube videos and all I could find was like people not using those. So I'm like, maybe that's not the way to go. With all the cubes, it's Minecraft. It's true, but like even just like displaying your table is like Minecraft. You have to like build it and like stack it and like make it look nice, and it's hard. But yes, we do have a lot of cubes. Very Minecraft style. Don't leave. It'll be a crime scene of pastels. It would. It would be. There'd be so much pastels. Okay, so back to these. Someday I'll get them done. Hubby's gonna be like, what'd you accomplish today? I'm gonna be like, I printed prints. Yay! We did a giveaway and I ate cottage cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on building my list, like for my streaming stuff, for like art supplies I recommend, digital and traditional. They'll probably all just go into the same list. So keep my Amazon shop handy. I need to make like one sale in the first 6 months or I lose it. But I haven't really been talking about it much because I wanted to work on it more. Just being the perfectionist that I am. I don't have a photo for this vendor app of my booth. And someone else said, if I don't, they might accept a diagram. Yeah, you might want to send a diagram. Or if you did the mock setup, right? You could send him a picture of the mock setup. You're right. The little things do add up. I'm running out of time. Sorry, I have to, Mom. It's spring break. The child is home. I answered lots of questions. I did. Thanks, guys. But I'm so about maybe being in my first anime convention. I have not done a mock setup considering getting wire cubes. Okay. Wire cubes can be great. I think the plastic cubes not only look better and have a little bit more versatility, especially long term, but also the weight. Guys, wire cubes are like 5 to 10 times as heavy as the plastic cubes. So I'd recommend the plastic grids over the wire grids. I use the wire grids for a couple of things. Like I used it for my first table, obviously. This now sits in my corner as a shelving unit. All this cube here. But I use the wire cubes. Oh, nope, it was over here. I use the wire for my closet, but that's only so that people can see very clearly what's in it as they walk up. Otherwise, I wouldn't. If I could just like cut, like smash out and just have the shape of it, that's all I'd have. Straight up. So you would recommend your plastic cubes then? I would. I think they're good to start out. They're really versatile. Play Minecraft. Be an artist vendor. Wire cubes are super heavy. I'm so sick of lugging around my wire cubes. I need to get some plastic ones. Yeah, big recommend. If for nothing else, the weight of them. I use wires for my charms, but that's because I didn't have the clips. Man, there's a lot of things that I don't have on this list that I need to get on there, like my portfolio books and like my print stand and stuff. Definitely get a portfolio book. Like, I know that portfolio books take up a fair bit of space, but if you are going to be, and this is only if you plan on doing a fair bit of prints, because like if you would rather like focus on stickers and apparel and more like cutesy small things and not really worry about like prints or like illustrations, then it's not a huge deal like not to have a print wall or anything like that. Like prints don't have to be your primary thing. That's totally fine. But if you are planning on having prints, having a print book on the table, even if you have them displayed other places, I have noticed a significant difference in print sales when my book is on the table versus when it's off the table, even if you can see them all. I don't know why, but it's a thing, I guess. I used wires for my charms because I didn't have the clips. Yeah, and that's an okay way to start, for sure. It's okay to do a mix, too. How did you attach the foam core to the plastic cubes? Can't remember if you answered that. I don't think I did. So, up at the very top here, I poke a single hole. And then I loop another twist tie, because here's the back here. There's all my little twist ties. I loop another twist tie, or you could do a zip tie if you're more comfy with that. I like twist ties because they're really easy to get on and off. I can like lower or heighten it really easily. So it's like if I have it too tight, then I can loosen it really easily versus a zip tie. You'd have to cut it and like re-put it on. Also, I just get a billion twist ties. I buy the little treat bags. I get twist ties all the time. You can just get them at the store really easily. So I just use twist ties because it's a really way to like upcycle, you know? But I just loop these around the little gaps. Let me see if you can see it here. Not really, but I just loop them around the little gaps. Maybe on my OCOM one. Yeah, you can see it here. So I loop them through the little holes. So there's like little holes in the corners. You can kind of see here, there's like a gap. I just loop it through there up on the top. Trying to keep this low budget, updating from my usual Ren set because I want to save money for merch. Yeah, that's so fair. Hire me to lug around your wire cubes for you. I am strong. Okay, sounds good to me. Oh my gosh, child. What? Looking at a print book at the very least. Yeah, for sure. Portfolio book is if you do a lot of prints. Yeah. If you want prints to be a thing. I'm debating on how I want to do my banner. I've never made a banner for stuff. Oh man. I don't know if I can really offer too much advice for like anything graphic design, like designing banners, business cards, all that. I feel like I've learned a lot over the years, but I'm still just always kind of flailing. Less tends to be more. Don't worry about making anything super elaborate. You can't always update. I know banners, it's like a little bit of a bigger investment. I actually recommend a table runner over a banner. I think it's a little bit more upfront cost, but even if you just get the smaller size, it's just like, it's so much more versatile. It's easier to pack up. It is really good to have something at the top of your table, but like hanging those banners and getting them to hang right sometimes can be such a pain, or hanging them on the front of your table can be such a pain. So I don't know. It depends. The child has needs. The child has wants. The difference. No, you're totally fine, Rainey. I'm the same way. I am also like send every thought separately as a message. It's a problem. Children are needy. This is true. Graphic designer myself, trained in school, but I guess whatever, I've made my own logo for stuff. But for it, but guess what? I've never made my own logo for stuff. Listen, it takes a lot of like practice. I did my own logo and I do like how it turned out, but like, if you guys ever listen to me like designing my menu, designing my logos, like it is just suffering. It's me messaging my friends frantically being like, does this look okay? Can you give me some feedback? I don't know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 4 hours and I'm tired of looking at it. And then I like cry a little. And then the next day I'm like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. I'm also a sewist, just cheaply make my first table runner. Well, there you go. Yeah, just get like a little heat thing. Matrix printer, print a very long thing. Oh yeah, you could do that. Wants, yeah. Logos take a bit. Please feel free to add me to the friends list of help for the feedback. Honestly, yeah, I should put like a help Atomic channel in my Discord at this rate. Anytime I need help, I'll just post it there and somebody will respond, right? Right? I always feel like I'm bugging people. I try not to. I'm getting a lot better about it, just like asking people, but it's just like, I feel like I'm a chronic overthinker. So I feel like I just ask so many questions and I'm really doing my best to just like be more confident in my own instincts and my own abilities and like vision on things. Because I also feel like if I don't take advice of people that I'm like being disrespectful in some way. I don't know if that's just like something that was like trained into my brain, but I'm always like, but what if I don't like the feedback they give me? And then they're like, well, she asked me for feedback and she didn't even use it. It's like, oh, you know. Making a catalog is a mood. I BS'd my comic logo. I hope it vibes and captures readers. Logos and designs are draining. Yeah, it's like, I am just not I'm just not a huge graphic design person. And it's just because I feel like I don't have a lot of experience with it. Like, that's never really been like something that I've been drawn to. I'm not really like an aesthetic person. I overthink a lot of stuff, and I just feel like a lot of it comes down to training my brain. I feel like people who do go through like graphic design courses, even if they're not like inherently good at it, I feel like just like the constant practice, the constant information and whatnot, like kind of gets it trains your brain to kind of like see things a certain way, know how to do things a certain way. And it's just like flexing a muscle, you know. It's like the same thing with my YouTube videos right now. I'm not used to recording videos. I'm not used to editing videos. I get better at it every time I do it, but it's like, I'm not just gonna like be good at it right away. Some things I'm gonna inherently be better at naturally, and some things are gonna take a little bit more work. It doesn't mean I can't do it. It just means that it's going to be a little bit harder, and I don't have the disposable income to just like hire on for anything that I don't really feel like doing, even if I can write it off as a business expense. So I just kind of like raw dog it most of the time, essentially. Short stack looks okay. No. That's probably the most readable, but I don't like that it's like so thin. I want something that's like a little thicker. What you know about a little thicker? That's almost like too thick. Maybe I should find a font that's like all in uppercase. That way, I don't know. I doubt anybody, well, actually not. Maybe it'd be better with lowercase, because then like people can see that the I's are I's and not L's. I know it's silly, but like sometimes like L's and I's, unless it like, okay, hold on. Let me think this a little bit more. No, I like the other way better. Excuse me, that's not where I was at, but whatever, I guess. Oh, what about sour gummy? I've been really liking sour gummy lately. That's pretty cute. Maybe I'll do that one. You have full permission to ignore anything I ever tell you. Oh, thank you. Ask me about paper anytime. You got it. Oh God, I have that myself. I always offer feedback with the unspoken caveat of if it doesn't vibe with you, you don't want. See, and I'm the same way, but like I always think that other people aren't gonna feel that way. I think I learned in graphic design class to simplify things down, which is tough because I like to illustrate. See, and I'm the same way. Like my brain is used to like illustration. Like even with my chibis, I have a hard time like pulling back sometimes. Like there's a whole art to pulling back when you're used to like going full ham, you know? Oh God, I hated that dissonance. It's also in my head. What are these for? Oh, these are gonna be for the backs of my prints. So I wanted to use a stamp, but my paper that I use is only absorbent on one side, so I can't just stamp it. So I'm gonna have to make stickers. But that way, if somebody buys a print from me and they go home and they're like, oh my gosh, where did I get this from? They can be like, oh my gosh, it's AtomicKawaii, and I'm gonna have a QR code on it too. I thought it was clever. I've been wanting to do it for a while and I just keep putting it off, so I'm not doing that this time. I would add illustrative elements, got chewed up by professors. Yeah. Oh God, I hate back of Atomic's prints. Do you know how to do that? As a former oh, thank you for Pat Pats. Graphic designer, I went to school setting up your portfolio table. You definitely don't need to get a banner if you don't want to spend that much, if you just want to promote yourself. Yeah, for sure. Definitely find something that will have your name on it somewhere. That's why I say a table runner can be a little bit better. Or even like a teeny tiny sign out front. You can make a font? What? I want to know what that is. Shuji is a blessing. Can attest. Thank you for double pat pats. You didn't give me company. I'm at the airport bar drinking tea. Why are you at the airport bar? What are you doing? Where are you going, girl? What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. How about that? Oh, maybe I should do like lined up and then have the QR to the side. I could fix the kerning. Should I do the @ symbol beforehand? Oh, I'm so torn right now. Overthinking. See, this is my problem. These things maybe don't totally matter. I think it's more important to just have the information, the QR on there, but because like they're only gonna be like as big as like an address thing. So where's my paper? These the big sheets or the little sheets? Also, don't underestimate the power of sticker paper, like cheap sticker paper and what you can do with it. You can get a pack of them for like fucking nothing. Yeah, so they're only like this big. You guys can't even see that. It doesn't matter. Okay, that was pointless. What a fun waste of time. Test print of the QR because it might be a bit small. Yeah. May you suggest something, please? You're getting me inspired for the con goal because I got sad thinking I didn't want to try anymore. What? No, if you're ever feeling that way, message me immediately. I will hype you up. I love talking business shit, girl. Plus, I fucking love your shit. Like, I'm such a fangirl for you. It's not even funny. I will be your hype squad. Long layover. Yeah. Hot girl shit in the air. You should do a test print of the QR. Yeah. I would stack. If you are planning to do a QR, make it square with square. QR code. However, I would also add your social tags at the bottom. I would admit I had my QR code go busted. Let me send you what mine looked like. One sec. Okay. You planning on doing color? No. No color. I could do it with my thermal printer, but TLDR, the paper I use for my thermal printer is a little bit more expensive than these massive sticker sheets. And I have a shit printer with shit ink that I can abuse. Because I have Chonky up here, And then down here, we have dumb HP Workhorse that prints all of my documents and stuff. It's just cheaper, and I have to make a lot of them. If this was like for customer orders or like a little thank you sticker to like seal for like really nice branding and packaging, like eventually I think I want to do a thank you sticker that has maybe like my QR or a little design on it, just to like increase that branding and stuff for when I like close up my little treat bags. That will probably be on the thermal paper, because that's something that people are going to see a little bit more. But for just like something to put on the back of my prints just to get my information on there that I have to make so many of. Only abuse your shitty printers. Don't abuse your nice ones. I take really good care of Chonky back here. My 50-pound printer. Oh, I read that. Chiba printer is miserable, so I always lean towards my thermal printer when I can. That's so fair. Thermal printer sticker to do at a con, because I'm not expecting a whole lot of sales. I would say just get a small quantity of stickers to bring with you. I don't recommend like essentially like crafting things at cons. The only time that that's an exception is if you have like a button press. I think like doing custom buttons is like pretty viable, because they tend to be pretty quick. They're pretty small, and then you just kind of like bloop, bloop, bloop. But button presses are kind of heavy too, or a little bit bulky sometimes. Like mine is like solid metal. So, like, I wouldn't want to take that with me somewhere. Sounds good, Shuji. I'm looking at a Canon Pixma Mega Tank for my new printer so I can print my stuff. Highly recommend Canon. I use one that, I can't remember if they're still making them or not, but if you can find them, they're super expensive. I got it when it was still $600, and it was actually a gift from a wonderful community member. We don't see them very much anymore, but they are lovely, and I am so appreciative of it. But it's the Canon Pixma Pro 100. The ink is very expensive, and I don't recommend taking shortcuts on it because they can drip into your printer and stuff, and then you get to learn how to clean a printer. So I just always buy the main ones. If you want to learn how to do all that stuff and like whatnot and like be able to like save like literally a lot of money on ink, then yeah, like go for it. I personally just use the branded stuff to make sure that everything works well. Mega tanks are life. Yeah, if I ever upgrade, I will get a mega tank. But I do want to say something. At least with this one, I don't know about the mega tanks. I can't speak for those, but this one, the prices that I pay for my large prints compared to what it costs me to print from home are almost the same. Because of the amount of ink it takes and because of the type of paper that I get. Now I get really nice quality paper. The larger sizes are expensive. So I get like a semi-gloss paper. It costs me about like a little over $50 for a 50 pack. So it doesn't really balance out. I'd rather order from Cat Print if I can and just get it in like larger quantities. But when I'm on like a time budget or like I just got some pieces done or I don't have like a really big order, I don't want to pay shipping on just ordering like 10 prints. You know what I mean? So, and especially if I don't have the time to wait for them to ship to me. So I like to be able to print from home if I can. That's the only reason that I really do it. That's also why I print such low quantities at home, because it's typically just to get me through the event until I can make a larger order, and then I get a larger order from Cat Print. This is your printer? Holy shit! Sorry. That is a $5,000 printer. I'm going to close out of it. I feel dizzy just looking at that. I have 2 of those. I have a Canon Pixma IP8720. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, sure, Shuji. Send me all the things, man. Just made mine, added 3 spots. I'm most active, plus tag. Just printed it out. I'm probably going to do my QR code just for the sheer fact that in my experience, people favor convenience. So I feel like, and I've never really had my QR break either though, so I don't know if that's a factor, but like I get so much more follows when people just scan my QR. So I feel like having just my QR on there will be just fine. I tend to keep all of my like main things on there, and the other stuff is like at the bottom. So the things they're likely to click on is just like my site. So, but I mean, yours look pretty nice. I will say that like from a distance, they're a little hard to read, but most people won't be reading them from a distance. They'll be looking at them, you know, right there. But it also depends on how big they are. Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay, okay. Saw the bottom one too. But yeah, I mean, I think back in the day, people were a lot more inclined to like type in a link, you know, like, oh, I'll go follow them there, or like to just look you up on your socials, right? And luckily you have the same name like everywhere. So that's a huge benefit to you. So like if people just search you like on Google, it's really easy to find you all over those places. But as far as like actually like, oh, I want to see like everything that they offer, like people are gonna prefer to like just scan a link versus type in a link. Epson's Sure color line is really good. No shit, it's a wide format printer. What? Iceberg works at a printing place, in fairness. In fairness, guys. Iceberg's not just sitting at home being like, look at my printers. You know what I mean? I like cat print, but I'm just not sure if I know how to make it work. I learned how to print my own prints for photography and college courses. Cat print is very user-friendly, so it's pretty simple to figure out, luckily. But all of those sites are going to be a little overwhelming at first. You just gotta do it, basically. Just do it! Heist to steal Iceberg printer. And cartridges are like $200 each. Blech. How long do they last, though? How did my break at a con? So I'm glad I didn't do the QR because I had a scan limit. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, mine's never had that issue. Good googly moogly. Trying to think about sneaking into my former college, see if they're selling old Canon printers. Oh, might get a Mega Ink. Just cost the printer and ink savings. Yeah, that's true. Hi, Lagoon. It lasts me about a month. Okay. I have a Canon printer, Canon Pixma, Crafters all-in-one printer. Oh, very cool, very cool. We had this large format printer got spoiled. Oh no, Shuji, did you accidentally put a link? Hold on, we gotta get you permits for links. Was it a link? Rip. Was a link. Okay. There you go, buddy. Thanks, MJ. Thanks, Aimski. You guys are the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. Interesting. Okay, that's very neat. I am going to look into that later. Okay, so I need to actually, sad, I'm going to have to come back to this later. I'm going to have to find somebody to raid because we're going to have to wrap up. Aimski, high five. It's a site I used to make fonts, so you do have to write in a template, so I don't. So I turned my handwriting into a font. That's so cool! I used that and made fonts for my handwriting. That's amazing! Ah, I can't wait to check it out. Thank you so much for all of the information, all of the sharing. I like really appreciate it. We love not gatekeeping. We love not gatekeeping. Okay, so let's find somebody to raid. Shall we? Shall we? I love the little dance. I want a little dancing slime, you guys. I want a little dancing blob. Oh, they do the template too? That's amazing. Okay. New outfit designing. Just chatting. We technically did art today. Sorry, I'm just looking through all my friends. Anybody doing con prep? I'm like looking for con prep in here. Showcase, just chatting. Whoa, Squatchon is IRL? Who is she? Okay. All right. I don't know. This person's doing merch. I hope nobody asks me for I hope nobody asks me for art. Yeah, I don't know. Their shit looks cute. Let's go visit them. I don't remember why I followed them. Maybe it's because their stuff is cute. We'll go find out. We'll go find out. New friends. New friends. Yes, no, thank you guys so much. Want a recommendation? Oh, I found someone. Thank you, though. Always appreciated. Always appreciated. Oh, shit, I gotta turn off my raids. I don't want to get raided. I don't want to get raided. I gotta go back. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. We're fine. It's all fine. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I super appreciate it. Oh my god, I can use my ending screen again. Imagine. Imagine. Yes, thank you guys for all of the like amazing questions. I'm so glad that then get one. Wow. So glad. I'm just here to spitball. Get headgear icon. Oh yeah. I've been looking into iron-on stuff. I've been looking into all sorts of merch stuff. I'll keep you guys updated on the whole long sleeve shirt thing, and if we're gonna do like a crowdfunding thing once I get some samples and whatnot. If you want to be a model for any of my merch in the future, let me know. I definitely want to do more apparel and stuff, so I'd be happy to work with you guys. And thank you so much for being here. I will not be live again until 1 week from today, and we'll be cozying up again, doing cozy con chats about my adventures. I will be showing off any swag that I get. Again, happy to answer questions. Maybe on the cozy con chats, maybe we can leave the questions on too. If you'd like that, let me know. And of course, if you like what I do here, please go follow me on all my social media. Join our Discord so that you never miss when we go live. And I'll see you all in a week. Bye!